Yeah.
Yay! Hello everyone. Good
Uh, uh, uh.
morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'm your little bear adventure VTuber Doppelgriz, and today we have a special guest. Can you introduce yourself?
Oh my gosh, I don't know who you're talking about. My name is Sunflower Donkey. You may call me Donkey. I'm a sunflower prince of VTuber.
Ooh,
Previously, this is my new model. Previously, I was just more like a casual sunflower guy, but this is my full theme that I've had for a while now, and it's finally here.
yeah, hooray! Actually, now
Yeah,
that you mentioned that, yeah, every time I secretly watch you on stream, it's usually the other model.
yeah, the 3D model. I use. So the story behind that model, it's from VR chat. So before that model was ever used for VTubing, I used it as a model in VR chat for like the longest time, probably since like 2018.
Oh, that's that long. Wow.
Yeah.
But either way, your model that you're using during your stream and your model now still look great and awesome to me.
Thank you.
Yeah. So right now, for those who are unaware what I'm doing, so this is my very first podcast. So mostly we're just like just mostly talking about many topics and all. That way, not only that I get to learn a lot from whoever I'm talking, like example you Donkey, but also for those who are in chat who will know more about mostly all our interests and get to learn more about you. Because for me, I don't think people need to know about me much because everyone not in a bad way, more like everyone would know that I would like either gawk on like specific anime characters or talk about food all the time. But it
Oh.
gets interesting if it's like there's two people on the screen and you get to learn like there may be similar interests in man.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, so hello Momo, hello Starla. Yeah. So let's start first with the basics first. Like since I did mention previously on Discord, so the topic that we're gonna be talking about is mostly nostalgic games, most nostalgic childhood
Nostalgic
games.
game.
Yeah, like we're gonna be going down memory lane because
Yeah.
the reason why I chose this topic with you, Donkey, is because I have been seeing some of your streams, and mostly some of them are like games from Blast from the Past. Especially, I saw you
Oh
playing Mario
yeah.
Party 6.
Oh
Like,
yeah. No, I'm
that
having a
brings
blast with
back.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I remembered you also play Mario Party 5, and I'm like, oh my god, those brings back so much memory, especially because Mario Party 5, if you play like solo, they have this like special mini game wherein you like build your own, it's not really crush gear, it's like you make your own card and you try to destroy the opponent in Mario
Oh
Party
my
5.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the game has a story mode.
Yeah.
So Mario Party 5 was my friend's favorite game, the one that I was collabing with that day. So
Yeah.
I had no experience with Mario Party 5. My experience is mainly with Mario Party 6 from the GameCube. I
Oh.
think I played a bit of 7, but I'm not too sure. But 6 is the one that I have the most memories of.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
I actually haven't played Mario Party 6. So when I saw you guys play, and I'm like, the mechanic's so different because there's a day and night feature which is
Oh
not
yeah.
available, not seen in the past Mario Parties and even Mario Party 7. But I did play Mario Party 7, and I think I almost played all Mario Parties. The only Mario Party I haven't played is
Um,
9, 10, and 6.
Yeah, I think I only played the Wii one, Mario Party 8,
8.
once or twice. A
Mm.
long time ago. I think I was maybe in second grade around that time, maybe third.
Ooh.
Definitely not fourth grade, but second or third.
Mm.
Could be first. I could get my time mixed up a bit there. But I had some friends at the time, were like neighbors. We're at a place I used to live, and they had a
Mhm.
Wii. They had Mario Party 8. I I had a Wii, but I never really like bought a lot of games for the Wii. Like I had Mario Galaxy 2, but like I would always go to like my friend's house to play like the first Mario Galaxy and other stuff, or like Super Smash Brothers Brawl. I
Oh,
don't
Smash
remember if I
Brothers.
owned Brawl, but I would always like go to someone's house to play
Y-
Brawl or a party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can understand that so much
yeah.
because that also happened with me as well. Though in my case, we never have during my time when they were in those games were
Mhm.
introduced. I usually hang out with my cousins because they always have
Yeah,
like the latest Mario games, and usually they
yeah.
needed like lots of. It's usually fun, especially if it's Mario Party. It's fun if you actually
Mm.
play as four players instead of always fighting with CPUs all the time.
Oh yeah,
And especially for
definitely.
Brawl of who I would be so shocked if you would play solo. Although it's understandable if you're alone or usually you're used to playing
Mhm.
single mode. But Brawl, when I heard that the adventure mode you can actually be up to two players, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, cousin, you're playing with me. We're finishing this game.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I so most of my brawl experiences were mostly through school events or like clubs. I never really, I don't think I have too many home memories of it. And like I
Mhm.
have family in a different state, and
Mhm.
I would go to their house just to play like the new Super Mario Bros. Wii. I never owned that game, but I would always go there expecting to play that Wii game. It was a lot of
Oh,
fun.
that's
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Oh.
no. I was a GameCube boy. I had a Game Boy Advance and GameCube and Nintendo DS. The Wii wasn't really like, even though I was really young, the Wii wasn't really part of my thing. It was mostly like all GameCube games. Mostly because I had an older stepsister who already had a GameCube and she had a lot of games with it already, and so that's what I grew into first.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. Okay.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, just hearing that, it brings back like everything that happened to me before I even started playing Nintendo games. Which brings back
Really?
to which brings me to that question. What was your actual like first console when you started playing games?
Oh god, okay, that's between either the Game Boy Advance or the game. No, I would say Game Boy Advance. It had to be the Game Boy Advance because I didn't own a GameCube for a long while. I think like my stepsister had a GameCube and I would play on her GameCube at times. But me personally, I didn't own a GameCube yet, probably until I was like maybe 7 or 8. I don't know, give or take 7, 8 or 10, 10 years old. My my first game, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. That's my favorite Kirby game, probably due to nostalgia. It was like my first Kirby game, and I think that was the first game I played on the Game Boy.
Oh,
Um,
Kirby.
yeah, I think I also, one of my other first games was Harvest Moon: Friends of Mineral Town on the Game Boy, I believe. It's
Oh,
one of the ones. Um,
oh wow.
yeah,
So Harvest Moon reached Game Boy era? I thought it like because of the
yeah.
gameplay of Harvest Moon, I was expecting it to be like in the later games like I'm thinking like not really Nintendo. Wait, no, it can't be Nintendo 64. It I was thinking
Oh
like
no
it
no no
started from
they
GameCube, but then Game Boy Advance.
they
Wow.
I think I don't remember. I know Harvest Moon had games on the PS2. I don't remember about Nintendo 64. Um, I know games like Animal Crossing was originally on the Nintendo 64, but I don't
Oh.
know. Yeah. But
Oh.
yeah,
Mhm.
they remade one of the Game Boy games on the for the Nintendo Switch. I believe that's Friends of
Ah.
Mineral Town as well, or something else.
Ah
Could be
yeah.
one of them, but
I think I heard like I'm noticing what Nintendo. I noticed that Nintendo lately has been like bringing back so many nostalgic games, and either they remake it or remaster it or both of them. Like you got we. I think all of us seen it. The Super Mario RPG, which was from Super
Oh my
NES,
god.
and then
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
just turned it to Switch. Like, wow.
No, what? Okay, okay. So, I actually did get to touch the N64 a little bit.
Mm-mm-mm.
Um, but that was nowhere near my first console again. It was like Game Boy, GameCube, and the Nintendo DS. And I would go to church, and at times like on Wednesday nights they would have like game night before church actually starts. So like we could play
Oh.
video games before that. And they had Nintendo 64s there. They had a lot of old consoles there on like a bunch. There was like a bunch of like tiny TV screens.
Oh, that's so nice.
I don't remember what church this was, but like we would play like Super Mario Bros. World or like Super Mario World 3. I don't remember all the Super Marios that were on the N64, but we
Oh.
played a lot of those.
Oh
Um,
my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh. Nintendo. Because I can tell you, oh my gosh, I feel like I can actually name every Mario game in Nintendo 64 at this point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. On Game Boy, I did play some Mario games on the Game Boy. It was the one where you had like the Yoshi. I think it was similar to Super Mario World. I don't remember, but I remember there was like these apples, and there was like this one little area with like the trees at the very beginning of the game, and you can just get a Yoshi and go there or something. I don't know.
Yoshi. In Game Boy game, right?
Yeah. I think Game Boy Advance. Yeah.
Wait,
Or, yeah.
let me see. I'm trying to remember
Either
which.
Game Boy Color Advance.
A
And then,
Mario Yoshi.
sorry.
A Mario that has Yoshi in it.
Yeah.
Dang. What game is it? Do you know?
I don't know. But I will tell you, I think the one Mario game that I can recall you'll probably know for the Game Boy is the one where you can play as Peach. Maybe.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's so nice. Oh, dang. I
I
What other?
played Sonic Advance. That was one. Sonic Advance.
Oh, that I didn't
I
reach.
played those games.
The Sonic. Oh my goodness. Also, hi Rabbit.
I
Hello,
love Sonic
hello.
Advance 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think I played 3. Yeah, I think I played all of them. All the Sonic Advances.
Oh, dang.
Oh my god. I was a
Mhm.
big Sonic fan as a kid, but by that I mean like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, because I think that was my first Sonic game.
Oh.
Yeah. I played the hell out of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. That was probably my most played GameCube game.
Wait, which one?
Probably because of the Chow Garden Adventure 2.
Is that Sonic or?
Yeah, Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. The
Oh.
one with Shadow, the Shadow's first game.
Oh. That one I haven't heard of. Dang, that means you have actually played. I think you now that I think about it, I feel like you were able to play so much Sonic games during your time. Not only Mario but also
Yeah.
Sonic. In my case,
yeah.
I don't think the only Sonic game I have played, I believe, was in Dreamcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the original? The original Sonic?
Yeah, I think it was in
I
Dreamcast,
actually-
or I'm not sure if it's PlayStation 2 or Dreamcast, because all I remember when I played Sonic was I'm not sure if it's the battle wherein you can select up to 3 characters and it's like 2-player
Oh.
battle. I don't know if that's the one that you're talking about or it must be different. Because
I think it is. I think wait. There's Shadow in it though, that's my question.
I believe
Shadow the Hedgehog in it?
I know there was, because there were like you will select like different character. Oh wait, no, it's not 3 characters. It's like there's a 2-player battle or a Rumble Arena type of Sonic game.
Oh No, no, I know what you're talking about. No, that's not it. That's not it.
Yeah, it must be a different one. Yeah, in Dreamcast there
Yeah.
were just so many unique games. What was sad for me was there were so many old consoles that didn't have like a reboot. Like for example, the one
Oh,
I mentioned, which is Dreamcast. Like
yeah.
that was an old console, like Dreamcast. I believe Dreamcast, Akari, Sega Saturn. But for
Oh,
Dreamcast, that was a
yeah.
childhood because not only that's where I actually played Sonic, but I also played one of the best Bomberman. There was a Bomberman in Dreamcast, and the graphics are so much
Oh.
better. Yeah, like if
I
you
played Bomberman.
yeah, like it's nowhere compared to the original, which started from Super NES, and then in the new one, because we have the Super Bomberman R, the ones that are like high definition. But the Dreamcast version, I can tell you guys, it's so much more chaotic. Imagine that you can jump on platforms, so there's like two layers in that game, Dreamcast. Then I think other games I remembered were in Dreamcast. Not sure if you've heard of it. Have you heard of Power Stone?
Power Stone.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
yeah.
I don't think so.
Let me see. Just to juggle. You can see them in arcade games. It's a four-player Rumble Arena wherein if you want, like it's like a battle royale. So only two players can survive to go to the next stage. And then if you want to get strong, you can use items to hit opponents, or you can collect 3 gems to change to your ultimate form for a period of time. Power
Oh,
Stone. Oh,
that's awesome.
yeah, Power Stone is Capcom. Oh, Power Stone is Capcom? I didn't know. All I know is they have so many good-looking characters. That's the only reason why I also played Power Stone. It's just because there's good-looking characters and there's gems. Yeah, I couldn't for
That's cool.
yeah. I'll show you some characters probably later after stream. But dang, other than Dreamcast, were there other than GameCube, were you able to like experience playing the other old consoles like let's say
Oh,
Super NES?
um, if I ever touched the SNES, that's very fake. But I did get to touch. I don't remember if it was the Dreamcast or the one that came before it, but it was like the first like the Hedgehog game. I don't remember. I don't know if that one was on the Dreamcast. But I used to have a friend, and she would invite me over. We would play Sonic, or like Sonic One together or something. She would
Oh,
come let me play. Yeah.
that's so nice. I
Yeah.
knew I should have played Sonic with my cousins because when I saw the gameplay of Sonic, I feel like I when I saw the gameplay like for a whole like 30 minutes, especially since my all it's here's a funny thing, like my family and my relatives are full of gamers.
Awesome.
Yeah, like my dad previously my
Mhm.
dad plays like I believe Counter-Strike or a gun shooting game. My
Oh,
mom is mostly puzzle games. She was the one who introduced me to almost every
oh,
Nintendo games during the past.
really?
Yeah, and then I believe my auntie and my uncles are more on fighting games like Street Fighter and Tekken, while my other uncle is more on
Oh,
RPG. Yeah, I have very funny relatives. Like
that's
the
very
game,
cool.
yeah. I think the best one was my other uncle because his specialty, which is the most unique and no one can beat him, Pac-Man.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah,
I was never good at Pac-Man.
same,
My
same. Mhm.
my
Yeah.
stepdad. So my
Oh,
stepdad, he was the one that introduced me to Atari. I actually did get to play a lot of League Deal classic games because
oh,
of my stepdad.
oh,
Yeah,
Atari.
yeah. He
Mhm.
bought me like I don't know these little video game machines that had things like that classic ping pong or like all these other old games. Um,
That's so
let me.
nice. Darn. That's
Yeah.
yeah. You should explain more about the Atari because I have been hearing Atari, the console Atari, but I have not encountered it during my time. Yeah, but dang,
How
ping
to
pong and
explain?
all. No, wait, you mentioned ping pong and others. What kind of console is Atari?
They're like they're like very old classic games. Like literally like pixels of just like even if it's just like a colored pixel of a
Mhm.
guy, like just like a blue guy, there's like a red guy, and you would just like there were probably a lot of games where like there's probably like a lot of shooting games or
Shooting games?
um games where you try to like where like a ball goes up and down, you have to try to like hit the ball and keep having it go back up or something like that.
Oh,
Those
that
type of
classic. Oh
games.
my god. So it came from
Yeah.
Atari. I can't believe it. Dang. And hi,
Yeah. I
Kaifer.
don't
Hello,
know.
hello.
I don't know if it came from Atari, but it was definitely a lot of those type of games. Um,
Ooh, dang. I,
but like,
yeah.
sorry.
No worries, no worries. I'm like very like surprised because I have like with my cousins and friends, like when I talk about like old consoles, I have never heard someone who actually played in an Atari console. So it's very like new to me that there is finally someone who actually was able to experience playing the Atari console, and I get to actually learn about it too, which is so amazing.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. The moment I
Mhm.
discovered GameCube and other things, my lifespan and my attention span was like, I can't play Atari. I just can't. I need to look at pretty anime characters. I need to look at a Sonic the Hedgehog. I need to look at Mario. Where's my Super Mario Sunshine? I'm like, no. Because I think like he also like
Mm.
exposed me to like other old consoles even like after I played a lot of GameCube and stuff like that too. Um,
Ooh,
yeah. Um,
that's so
let's
nice.
see.
Let's see. Other than.
Speaking of relatives,
Mm-hmm.
though, since you were mentioning relatives earlier, um, me and my
Mm-hmm.
sister, me and my sister were the biggest gamers in the household at the time. Me and
Oh.
her were very competitive with Mario Party and like Sonic games that had multiplayer. Um,
Oh.
she's more of a Zelda fan than me. I would say
Oh.
me and her are both Zelda fans, but she's definitely the bigger one. We had like every Zelda game at the time, like all the GameCube ones and stuff. I
Oh.
I am not a fan of Majora's Mask. Like other games scared
Majora's
me as a
Mask,
kid. That game
no.
haunted me.
Same,
It haunted her
same,
too.
same. That haunted me.
No.
I'm like, okay, what's going on? Why is there a moon going so close? Why is it creepy? And I'm like, what? Is it game over? And then I just see them after that moon blasting, destroying the whole world, and like I see
Yeah.
the fat mask Majora's Mask on screen, and I'm like, I'm hearing laughs, and I'm like, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? I don't know. What the? I'm like,
um.
what kind of game is this? Yeah, I can understand that
Yeah.
feeling. Majora Mask was
Yeah. No
something.
kidding. Me and my sister too, we like in Zelda games, at least like the
Mm.
ones on the GameCube. I don't think we ever fully completed or finished a Zelda game, me or her. I think we always got stuck on puzzles and stuff. We never, like we
Oh,
would own a bunch of Zelda games, but we never finished them, but we always loved to play them as a kid.
oh, then
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
dang. If only you guys were
I
able to
think,
experience the Super NES Legend of Zelda, that would have been better. Great. But I think they had a
yeah.
remake on Game Boy Advance. I believe it's Legend of Zelda Link to the Past.
Oh, yeah. I relate to the past.
Yeah.
Oh, I had Oracle of Seasons, I think, on the Game
Oh,
Boy. And Minish Cap.
oh, the
Minish Cap
Minish.
as well.
Oh, the Minish Cup. Oh, I
Yeah.
couldn't even play it properly. I believe Minish Cup requires two players, right? At least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no? No? Does
Wait,
it? I don't think
does
it does. Minish Cap?
wait, does it
I
need
think
to?
that was just a Game Boy Advance game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there was a game, The Legend of Zelda. There was a Legend of Zelda in Game Boy Advance, wherein it's
Wait.
two Legend of Zelda games in one. But
Oh.
I forgot. Was it Minish Cup? Okay,
Was
since
it? I don't know.
I have Google, so I can always rely on Google. Okay, let me see. Uh, Minish Cup. Okay. Oh no, it's different. Never mind. I was wrong. I was horribly wrong. Then which was the one with the multiplayer then? Wait. Game Boy Advance Zelda.
Oh wait, wasn't that Four Swords?
Oh, that
Was
one. Yeah, the Four Swords. Now yeah.
I loved Four Swords. That was one of my childhood games that I played. Wind Waker. So Wind Waker is probably like my personal favorite Zelda game, and I think my sister too.
Mhm.
I know. Again, like I think before I ever touched the GameCube, my first experiences with the GameCube, I think what really got me into GameCube was an old babysitter of mine as well. We had a
Oh.
babysitter and she would always bring her GameCube. Like I
Oh.
was living somewhere else at the time. Oh,
Mhm.
I didn't really like. I didn't meet my stepsister yet at this time. So I believe this was before ever owning a GameCube. Before ever meeting my stepsister had a GameCube. I had a babysitter, and she would have all these games like Super Mario Sunshine. I love Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, Sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be shocked if no
Yeah.
one knows Super Mario Sunshine. If I
Yeah.
yeah, like they were like, you know, that Super Mario Odyssey, they're like, the Super Mario Odyssey is so nice and all, it's so easy to finish. Oh, really now? You guys should play Super Mario Sunshine, or even better yet, the Super Mario
yeah.
64. Let's see if you can say it's easy. Yeah.
I have the fondest memories of Super Mario Sunshine. Like I think I did manage to complete it, but for the longest time, I remember dying a lot. I remember like
Same.
I would goof around in that game too. I would just squirt everything. I would squirt the people. I would.
Yeah, yeah, same. Oh my gosh. Yeah, squirt people. You can actually squirt Princess Peach, like, and she will like scream,
Yeah.
scream and all. Even
Yeah, I did that a lot too.
yeah, I think the best one, the best.
Toads.
Toadsworth was the best reaction. He was like, eh, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the sunshine. And I believe if you finish the game, you can actually like get like some new outfits from Mario, like the coat
you
and
could.
sunglasses. Like wow, Mario, you can actually wear
I
those.
don't remember. I think as a kid, I don't think I ever discovered that. I maybe the sunglasses by accident, but like the shirt definitely no. I didn't know about that till way later.
Yeah. Like I believe if you're able to have, I think all the what were they called? Shine sprites.
Shine sprites.
Yeah. Once you collect everything, I know you'll be able to get the unlockables, like yeah, the sunglasses and the shirt. I think there's more. I forgot what are the others. But collecting everything is hard.
Oh.
Yeah. Like if we will compare the Sunshine versus the Odyssey, like you can see the difficulty of Odyssey is so different from the Sunshine.
Oh yeah, no kidding. And I miss Flood. I loved how acrobatic Mario was in Sunshine. I wish they would bring back Flood, but no.
I'm sure they're gonna bring him back in the future. I mean, they brought it back though in as a trophy or spirit from the Smash Brothers. At least he's not
Melee
forgotten.
or yeah.
Yeah, he's not
Oh, wait,
forgotten.
did they in modern?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
believe they
check
added.
all the trophies in Smash Brothers to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, that's the only thing that bothered me the most, because the trophy actually started from GameCube Melee.
Yeah.
And then turns out there's so many trophies to collect, and then you have to do this and that. Like even doing the classic mode, you have to actually get all trophies. And I remembered, since Melee was GameCube, I know they added Flood. If they didn't add Flood there, it's either Brawl and Ultimate.
Okay. I loved Melee as a kid. I will get that started right now. I loved it to the point where like I would also play like fan games of Melee on the computer, like Flash games or something like that. Yeah.
Anything similar with Melee. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Melee was a big huge jump, because there were just like 12 characters in the Smash Brothers 64. Like
Oh,
there were
yeah.
few, and then there's only few button commands. But when they brought and then when they brought back melee, it was like, I believe it was like 4, 8, 9, 10, 12 characters, and it became like around 30 characters, and I'm like, okay, who's
Maybe,
Zelda?
yeah.
Who's Ganondorf? Wait, who is this? Who's this handsome swordsman, Mart and Roy? What? And then I'm like, oh, Princess Peach is finally playable. Oh wait, the King of the Koopas is also playable. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh yeah, no. I love playing as Peach. I always love playing as Peach when it comes to Smash Brothers. Kirby's always a blessing. But like, okay, Melee, I played the heck out of Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff was my favorite.
Oh yeah, Jigglypuff was so cute. I can tell you, I was so
Yeah.
dumb playing Jigglypuff the first time I unlocked him. I don't know what gender Jigglypuff at the series, but all I know is I didn't know how to use her. All I know is she attacks so well, especially the first one, because she's one of the first unlockable characters in 64. In Melee, I was like, what's this? What are these moves that I'm not knowing? And I didn't know, like, I think it was sleep, like you press the B
Yeah.
down. I was like, what? It just lets me sleep. What do I need to do? And I'm like, I try to go close to an enemy, and I'm like, oh, so that's how you use Jigglypuff. Yeah, because I was a type of kid that time that never reads the manual. I just see
Yeah,
how
I
it
didn't
works. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't either.
yeah, like even during our times, because when we buy the consoles, it doesn't really have like a manual. Like we have no choice but to like buy magazines just to get like tips and tricks on how to use characters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially
That's
Game Boy.
true.
Yeah, if you remember
Yeah,
in
like-
Game Boy, like for example, the Harvest Moon, they didn't give you every detail on how to actually work on the
Oh,
game
yeah.
and romance other characters, but until you actually buy the magazine just to get like tips and tricks. Same goes with Pokemon. Like Pokemon was very
Oh,
huge
yeah.
in the Game Boy era. Like
Yeah.
like I was a dumb kid. I just kill legendaries. I didn't know you can actually capture them and use them for battle. Yeah. Yeah, and then
yeah, I was pretty dumb too, don't worry.
yeah. Oh, really now?
Yeah, no. I don't like. I feel like a lot of things, like especially Pokemon games, like my first Pokemon games. I did have Pokemon Crystal.
Oh,
I don't remember if I played any of the other on the Game Boy, but like, from Game Boy to I was a big fan of the Pokemon anime. I don't remember how many of the old Pokemon games I played. I don't think I played the original Ruby and Sapphire, but Crystal and maybe Pokemon Yellow Pikachu Edition.
oh yeah,
I
the
don't
yellow
think
was the
I
best.
played the original Red and Blue, but yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Gold and Silver, I'm not sure, but
Yeah, I can tell you yellow was the best. And then because I played the blue version, and I'm like, that was my first time playing, and that's the first time I experienced actual bullying in Pokemon. Because okay, let me explain before people get shocked what's with a bully. No, it's not really actual bully. It's because to be able to play Pokemon battles with another person, you would need the link cable to connect both Game Boys to do an actual Pokemon match. But here's the thing. It was I was just starting to play Pokemon Blue, and then my uncle wanted to battle me in Pokemon, and I was like, why are your Pokemons level 98? And I'm just like level 15.
oh no! Wow, he really bullied you. The heck?
Yeah, I was like, who the heck are these Pokemons? Why? What? How? When? Where? Why you bully me? Yeah, my uncle, yeah, like I said, my uncles and aunties were actual gamers. During the time that the Pokemon games were released, all my uncles and my other cousins were very addicted, and I was like just starting to learn how to play the game. I can tell you, it took me like a year to actually finish Pokemon Blue.
Oh.
Because that time, that time, uh, we we are not allowed to play games because we're studying.
Oh.
Yeah, we have like
Oh.
we have that tradition and culture in our place. Like it's a rule that if it's because it's usually weekdays that are school days, so we can't play anything. Like even if we want to play games after homework, we are not allowed. It's a rule, or else you'll be punished if you play a single game.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, that's how strict my
Oh.
life was. Now, but
I sorry.
no worries. How about yours?
So I never got punished at home, but like at school, I would get punished at school for bringing video games and stuff.
Yeah.
Mainly with the Tamagotchis. I would bring a Tamagotchi to
Oh,
school and I would get in so
Tamagotchi,
much trouble. I was like
Yeah, I believe it's a protocol on
Yeah.
school to not allow to bring any like consoles during that time. Yeah, but it's shocking now that schools allow bringing of cell phone as long as it's not you are not caught using it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's still pretty shocking. Like our times of the past compared to today, there's so much drastic changes. Like we couldn't even bring cell phone. Even cell phones are not allowed to be brought to school. So
Yeah.
so this is how things work. I think even in your case, Donkey. So
Oh yeah.
even before cell phones, the only way for us to communicate with our parents at home is through telephone. Yes. That's how old
Oh.
life was. Like telephone, and then there's always a specific time to wait outside of the school gates so your parents could pick you up. Like those were the times. Like there were before
yeah.
cell phones, that's the protocol. That's how strict and disciplined we were. But now like you have cell phone, you can just message them and everything. And even at school, but of course you have to hide your cell phone because it's still not
Yeah.
allowed. But still, cell phones are now allowed as long as it's silent mode and everything. Like dang,
Oh,
things have
yeah.
changed.
Really? Like, okay. I think like, yeah, I never really had a phone. If I were to contact my mom during school hours, it'd probably be through the office or the nurse's office. I'm
Ah,
there.
because they have the telephones and all. Yeah, same.
Yeah. My first device, it wasn't really a phone. It was the iPod Touch 4th generation. I think it was around like 4th, 5th grade that I got
Oh,
that. Maybe
iPod.
6th. Maybe
Oh
6th
my
grade
God.
actually. But yeah.
That was one of the best too. Yeah, when they introduced iPods, people were like wanting to get one. Like it's so funny. Like if I'm not sure if it happens in your place, but in ours, if someone sees you having an iPod, people will see you as a rich kid.
Really,
Yeah. Yeah, because when iPod was introduced to the world, it was expensive. Like before the
Oh.
inflation rates and everything, like the iPod was expensive during the olden days. Yeah, and then if like you can actually flex or have bragging rights to tell to your friends that
Oh
I
my
actually have an
God.
iPod, and people will look so differently. Yeah. Yeah, it's really true. Like in every school, like I'm sure you experience those as well. Like if the kids, like if the people at school see you wearing like expensive outfits and all, they will look so differently. They will treat you differently compared to like you not wearing anything at all. Like you're just normal, unlike a normal person who acts like a ghost.
Oh.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah.
I
So
don't.
really, in your place, it doesn't
Sorry.
work that like that.
No, I'm
No.
sure that happened, but I don't remember like a lot of kids being envious of someone else. I don't remember. Again, it's been forever. I'm sure like if I were to bring something like that to school, people would be curious or be like, "Oh, can I see what you're looking at?" But like I don't I don't remember that happened a lot in school.
Oh,
It
so
probably did, but I don't think I paid attention to this, like, being like, oh my god, you're wearing fancy clothes. Oh my god, let me be your best friend. I'm
Yeah.
like,
yeah, that's the thing. That happens to us, but I can't believe it doesn't really apply to you guys. Yeah, ours is not really more on the envy side. It's more of they
Hmm.
will look at you so differently. Like there is a status quo. Like they will like
Hmm.
see what you have and everything. Like how do I say it to the point that it doesn't sound offensive to them? Nah, just kidding. Who am I kidding? I already graduated. So, how they look at like yeah, like even like how much money you have on your pocket or what are the food that you bring, and even the notebooks or backpacks or whatever,
Oh.
people will treat you differently depending on what you look and all.
Oh yeah, no, well, okay, that happened. Like how you look, okay, maybe not by clothes wise, but like kids definitely. So like, I repeated first grade. I repeated a grade once, and
Mm.
like I was already taller than most kids. So like people already looked at me differently. I stood out. Even my real name stood out, but like um, definitely like in fourth grade too. I was really tall. I was really tall in fourth grade, and like that comes with good memories and bad memories. Cause I remember I got poked for being tall. There was a time, and like
Yeah, there are those
I'm
times. Mm.
yeah. I'm also like I'm mostly Scottish. I have a lot of Scottish in my
Mm.
bloodline.
Mm.
Um, so like when I was like when I started to like grow hair, probably around like sixth grade, like facial hair,
Mm.
like body hair, like especially by the time of high school, like I was extremely hairy, and like all everyone else in high school was like a hairyless. There was like I don't say any other dude with like hair. They all like clean, smooth skin with no hairy bodies. I'm like, and I'm here like damn.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
can feel your pain I can feel your pain because actually that also happened to me in the past because like during my time I think it was mostly like my seniors like we were talking about stuff like I can understand about the hairy situation because I had that insecurity that time because like I had seniors like they're guys, okay, and they are flawless in the legs.
Yeah.
Like their legs are
Yeah.
flawless. They were like flexing and all that. I'm like, I look at my legs and I'm like, no, I'm hairy. And you know what's the dumb thing I
This.
did? I actually shaved my leg just to like
Uh,
flex, just like to flex on
oh,
them.
don't worry. I've shaved my legs too sometimes. I haven't shaved my legs in a long while, but I've done it a few times, especially during high school. Um,
Mm-mm.
but I will tell you this: I have some great legs, regardless hairy or not. My legs are pretty great. I like walking.
Mm.
I walk a lot, so my legs are pretty nice.
At least you have pretty good legs. I'm like staring at
Yeah.
mine and I'm like, why can't I be flawless like them? Is this the reason why I'm treated differently?
Oh no. Um, Doppel, I wanted
Hmm?
to go back to Pokemon again.
Oh, sure, sure.
Um,
What about it?
yeah, so your experience with like cooperative play with like your grandfather or
My
uncle,
uncles.
uncle, uncle,
Yeah.
uncle. Yeah, yeah. My believe it or not, my first actual co-op experience with Pokemon was through Black and White. I didn't experience like battling someone else until Black and White.
Oh, that's right. Because I believe Black and White is DS, right? And they have like wireless
Yeah.
There's that's where they introduced the
Oh,
wireless feature to be able to battle.
it wasn't even wireless.
Oh,
I was not smart enough to realize there was wireless online battles. But well, I mean, I was smart enough to like wireless connect play with another friend. But like like in person. You know, I wasn't just randomly battling someone random. Like I used to play basketball, and I would play against my basketball teammates who had Pokemon Black and White. We would just
Oh,
play against each other.
that's so
Yeah, that type of
cool.
wireless play. Yeah.
That's so cool. I couldn't experience those. I guess it was that. Wonder. That's right. Because my school is mostly very strict. Because my school is a very very religious school.
Oh,
Like there,
this was outside of school.
yeah, same prince, same thing. Because if you wanna play Game Boys and all, you have to make sure that your stuff are hidden. Because like there will always
Oh.
be kids who will snitch on you.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, those were the worst. Like they always snitch me. Like people are saying I brought, like even Yu-Gi-Oh cards are not allowed. Like trading cards are also not allowed to be brought to school. And
Ooh.
and like I didn't say like let's say it's very like, how do I say it? Like it's very hard to actually trust friends even in elementary days, because like I just say that I actually brought like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or let's say I have a crush on this person, and then and here's the thing, like they will snitch. These people, like your quote unquote so-called friends, will snitch on you. Like I
Oh
will be
my
shocked.
God.
Like the person I have a crush on, like talks to me, and I'm like, they said that you have a crush on me. Do you? And it was yeah. Here's the secret. Here's the shocking thing about the one I had a crush on. I think that's how it. That's where I started my bi curiosity.
Oh.
Yeah. But I was a dumb kid that time, and I was very careful in whoever I talked to, because ever since that incident, I never talked to
Yeah.
them ever again. I never shared any
Oh.
information to anyone ever again. Because especially the trading cards, because someone reported that I brought cards, and my teacher forced me to open my bag and like show to the class
Oh
all
my
the trading
God.
cards. Yeah, and here's the thing. They confiscated every card, and it was never returned to me after. Like after all these years. That's how strict my school was.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was like I was crying so much, especially that the cards that were confiscated to me that time was the very first deck of Yu-Gi-Oh, like the actual original first Yu-Gi-Oh deck. And I was like,
My
my heart.
God.
Yeah, I know it sounds shocking, Momo, Starla, and Donkey, but that's how strict my life was. Like, that's why I go all out. Like, sometimes you will see my timelines all about food. Sometimes like I go wild on playing games, or sometimes talk about BL most of the time, because I had those kinds. Like, I have very strict parents, and I also have a very strict tutor.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the life of Asians, I guess.
I have
Mhm.
a similar story in terms of trading cards. So I was actually very responsible for getting Pokemon cards banned at my school.
But what was the
I
cost
brought
though?
it. Hmm?
So what's the cost? Why would they ban Pokemon cards? Okay, I think we need to
So-
know.
So okay, of course I was the one that started bringing Pokemon cards to school, but I got it to a point where I got like almost the entire school was bringing Pokemon cards to school at the time, and it was all started because of me. It was like it got banned because everybody would just pull out their Pokemon cards before classes started in the gym. I was like, oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
but wait, was it really not? Wait, it wasn't allowed. Oh, wait, I think there was no rule during the time that you can bring those, right?
No, there was no rule in place, but like the teachers were out and about. Like the teachers were there in front of us, so we would just pull out the Pokemon
My
cards.
goodness, why? And that's how the school, as in the literal school, announced that trading cards are not allowed to be brought. Well,
Yeah, they were basically banned.
maybe, yeah. If I think about it, like the consoles, I would understand, but trading cards, But really, playing trading cards in front of the teacher, like you, it's I'm not sure if you're also one of those kids, but dang, you all got balls of steel to do even play trading cards in front of them. Like wow, I couldn't do that. If I do that in front of the teacher, I would get hit by a bamboo stick.
Oh my god. Oh, and another thing too. So like how you lost all your Pokemon cards. I never got mine taken away from me. However, I did have like the first generation, like Pokemon cards, Generation 2 and probably Generation 3.
Oh.
While you had your first generation like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff. Um, so I was a smart kid at the time.
Hmm.
It was Boy Scouts. I don't
Oh.
remember if it was like a party, if it was like one of our last days, or this could have been after a sports game. Actually, I'm not too sure if it was I think it was Boy Scouts, but I gave all my Pokemon cards away. I handed them out all to everybody. That was the dumbest mistake I ever made.
Oh no!
All those first generation cards. It's like, you know what? It's a party. I'm gonna give these all the them's.
I mean, it's understandable because we didn't know that they had like values and all during that time.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, don't. If you think about it, Momo Starla, that also happened to me as well because when Pokemon trading cards were introduced, no one told us. Like there was like we don't have any single source. Like there was no internet, so we didn't know that those actually cost
yeah.
really high. Like the only
Yeah.
source that we can actually know if these were sellable is through friends or if we go to a card shop, and then that's where
Yeah.
we realize like I was dumb. I didn't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh and all until I had to go to an actual card shop that started a tournament, and I'm like, what's this? And that's where I learned how to fully play Yu-Gi-Oh, but in a scary competitive way. Yeah, like dang. But giving of cards, then what happened after that? Like it took you like years to realize that too.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I heard about the very expensive Charizard card that was very famous
Yeah.
until way later.
How did they say it? Like the limited edition Charizard, the limited edition the limited first edition Charizard card from the first generation, the very first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were expensive. Like I believe it at this
Oh, yeah.
point it cost like $5,000 or even more depending on the mint quality. Here's the thing also about trading cards. Like there back in the days, I'm not sure if it happened on your time also, Donkey, like there was no such thing as card grading. I didn't know that was a
I
thing.
don't remember card grading. I didn't know either.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard of it or you heard of it over the years, but have you heard of card grading before?
So it's more of a recent thing for me actually. I probably have heard the word grading a few times, but it was only till recent years that since I graduated high school, I think my last year of high school, that I met a friend, and he grades his Pokemon cards. He gets his Pokemon cards graded all the time. That's the main reason why I discovered what grading was really, and ended up I did get a card graded recently, PSA 10-2, and I was happy.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, because the only ones that can do card grading is I believe in your country, I guess.
Yeah.
Because in the States, because I'm not sure if in Japan if they have card grading there, but in the US I believe, yeah, like there if they say, like for example, let's use the Charizard, the limited first edition Charizard card. So with no grade, the value, let's say, would be like around $2,500 US. Let's say an estimate of that. But if the Charizard card has been graded, and the grade is around mint 10, I believe. I think mint 10 is the
Oh, yeah.
highest. Like it's untouched
yeah.
and everything. It will cost
Yeah.
more than or even double or triple the value of the original if it's no grade. Like it
Oh,
costs even
yeah.
higher. Yeah, that's what I also learned because the higher the mint of the card after the card grade, the higher the value will it be. Because I think you can see from other VTubers like they will mention about the grades and everything. Like they know that they have
Oh,
graded
yeah.
the cards and all because those will have very high value depending on how mint the cards are. Like
Yeah.
I wish I could mint. I wanna like grade card grade one of my sign cards at home, but it's gonna.
Ooh, wait.
Hmm?
Like Shores signed or?
Why Schwartz? Almost because I'm not sure
Almost.
because during the sign card I have is I think it's so normal in Japan. Have you heard of did you know that My Hero Academia?
Yeah, yeah.
They actually have a trading card game in Japan
Oh,
of that.
really?
Yeah, and during that time, the Hero Academia fandom was super famous. Like very very
Oh.
well known. Like when they released the anime, everyone was like so interested and so invested with the story because the story,
Oh my
not gonna
God.
lie, the story is really nice and all. And then I believe during my travel abroad, like I think around Hong Kong and all, like I saw that what's this Hero Academia box? Wait, what? And then I was like, I read the English. It says like Hero Academia tag card game, and I'm like, what? There's a card game for Hero Academia, and I'm like, I had to research and all. So the card that I actually bought from Amazon, I believe it was Amazon Japan. I actually bought a sign card of
Oh.
Deku and Bakugo. Like it's two signatures in one card.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and here's the shocking thing. Years after, I look back on the website because there's a website for the card game of Hero Academia. Wait, I remember. No, it's not the wait. Wait, I'm gonna kill it later. Probably if it goes to my
Oh no.
yeah, there's almost where's it? Okay, okay. It's running
Are,
away.
are you okay?
Yeah,
Oh no.
there's a
Oh no.
there's a mosquito of all things. Like, how the
Oh
heck
my
did it
God.
enter? Don't worry, don't worry. They will
Guys,
never
I don't
escape.
know if he's okay.
Don't worry, I'm okay, I'm okay. I'm gonna kill that mosquito. Give me a second, Donkey. I'll remove my earphone. I'll look for that. How dare. How dare they? Okay, where are you? I'm gonna kill you. Where are you? Ah, don't worry, I'm good, Donkey. Give me a second. Second. How dare they? I wouldn't be surprised. Don't worry if it disappeared. It disappeared, but don't worry. Don't worry, I'm back. My apologies for the
Welcome
mosquito.
back.
It disappeared, but relax. I'll find it and I'll kill it. Yeah. It's so shocking. All the doors and windows are closed, so I was wondering how on earth did I get mosquitoes? No wonder I feel like I got bitten. I'll find it. Don't worry, I'll find whatever it takes. So moving back to the topic, my apologies. Where did we stop? Oh wait. Oh, the Hero Academia cards.
My Hero
Yeah.
Academia. You got a card, a signed card that had both Bakugo and Deku
Yeah.
signature,
And-
and the popularity of My Hero.
Yeah. So about that, so back to that one. So I had to check back the website because normally every trading card games like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, there is like a website wherein you can actually like check the like what serial codes you can actually check the cards and all like holographic, the effects of cards and whatnot. So years after, the website wasn't working, and I'm like, huh, what's going on? Why couldn't I access? And it turns out they discontinued the card game.
Oh.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Usually cards that are discarded or whatnot, that would, and especially if you have a signed card, the value should be so high, especially the card that I have.
Oh.
Because they won't
Yeah,
be
I bet it
reproducing
is.
that card anymore. And I have that one card.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the reason why I wanted to grade my do a card grading of it. But it's gonna be difficult because I need to ship my cards to the US, and usually shipping fees usually cost so high. Like dang.
Oh my god.
I'm sure you would you
Luckily-
understand that. Like if especially if you card grade, even if you're in
Yeah.
around the United States, I believe.
Oh yeah,
The shipping
no, you still
usually
have to
costs.
like get them mailed to like this main place or whatever, and they grade it. Yeah, like even if I were to take it, so I've never really been to a card shop in my life until 2023, and that's when I got my card graded. I learned how they like do it. They take it in, they like clean up the card for you, and they like send it over to like I don't remember what the place they sent it over to, but these people that like grade it or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. That's still, but still though, you guys are lucky that you guys have that feature wherein you can grade your cards. We still don't have that feature yet, so I hope that my place would have that opportunity in the future.
Well, I'm sure eventually, yeah. I don't know. I actually don't know how popular like TCGs are in other countries outside of like Japan or America.
Yeah. For outside, I believe if we're talking about universal card games, the famous ones
Yeah.
are, I believe. So let's start with the most well-known, like Pokemon, of course. Pokemon TCG is
Yeah.
famous. Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, and I believe Card Fight Vanguard.
Oh, Vanguard.
Yeah, Card Fight Vanguard. Then there's Y Schwartz. But Y Schwartz is not as famous compared to the others. Previously, Buddy Fight, Future Card Buddy Fight, but
oh my god,
that was
Buddy
the
Fight,
most-
Buddy Fight.
yeah, you know
I
that.
got upset. I got sad that it got canceled. That,
Yeah.
that upset me. I always wanted to get a booster box. I bought like one of the trial decks. I got like the Magic trial deck, the one that represents
Yeah.
like the Magic realm or whatever.
yes, yeah.
I always wanted to play against somebody, but I watched the anime quite a bit.
Yeah, same. And then they just announced in our faces like, we are now discontinuing this card game, and then like, why?
Yeah, that upset me. I liked how simple the game itself was.
Yeah, and they have and what I like is they have the buddy system, and I'm like, oh, so I
Yeah.
can choose my favorite buddy. That's so cool. Imagine if the
Yeah.
character, my buddy's a good-looking character. I would always choose it as my buddy.
yeah.
I'm like-
too.
Yeah, and they had to like discontinue. Probably it's because the marketing for Buddy Fight compared to Card Fight Vanguard and Wise Schwartz is like there's a massive difference.
Yeah.
Like-
but I love the art style for
Yeah.
Buddy Fight's cards too.
Yeah, right.
So
I was
yeah.
like, yeah, when I was introduced to Buddy Fight, and the first deck that I actually fell in love with was in the Magic World. I believe a Magic World, and it was, I believe, Tetsuya's deck. Because when I saw Asmodee, I'm like, oh my goodness, I have a type.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my
I
goodness,
jumped on that too.
yeah, when I saw Asmodee, I'm like, I have a type. Oh, he can multiply. Oh, I have a type even more. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I was so shocked. And here's the thing, I was so shocked that they actually introduced like sign cards, but it was in the future, like future booster pack updates. What's so disappointing was the ones with the sign cards are the characters that are like well known. Like I know Gao has a sign card, And then I believe the one
Really?
with the Star Dragon, I believe what's his name? His the rival of Gao. What's his the blue-haired guy? I forgot his name. Yeah, because I was like, yeah, I was praying for an Tetsuya, the owner, the one whose body is Asmodai, would have a sign card of them, and I'm like, no, the opportunity for them to have a sign card gone.
Oh my god. I wasn't aware Buddy Fight sign cards, to be honest. I was never aware of that. I only started getting known about sign cards because of Y Shores. Because I was like, you know what, I'm an anime fan, and then I discovered that Y Shores has you can get autographs of your favorite characters' voice actors. Like, oh my god, okay, I gotta get into this now. And that brings me to so do you know what Project Sekai is?
Oh yes, of course. It's the rhythm game, right?
Yeah. I've been a big fan of Project Sekai mostly because of its covers, its music. I love a lot of the covers that they've done. I love the characters. There was a specific character I was trying to go for in White Shores, but I couldn't get the specific character. But I did get a signed card. I sent it to you in DMs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a character named Tsukasa.
Oh
yeah,
my goodness, he looks good. Wait, I feel like I've seen this character, but dang. It doesn't. No, I don't think this is the normal sign card. I believe because in Wise there are different kinds of sign cards. I feel like this is one of the higher rarity sign cards at this point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dang, that's so good. Oh
yeah,
wait. Oh, it's really card graded too.
It wasn't the card I was going for. Yeah, 10. It's 10. That's
wow,
it's
10. Sign card mint 10. Damn, the value of that will be so high if you plan to sell it. But wait, which one's Japan? Oh, because it's Japanese language. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, is there a card grading in Japan? Oh, it's why. It's just because it's the card game in the language. That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't. Project Sekai doesn't have an English set. Sadly, I wish.
Yeah, that's the only thing that disappoints me in the Y Schwartz English community or the Y Schwartz English side. They never. That made me so angry that they never released the English versions of the other series. Like,
Sometimes they do. It depends on the popularity.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just because it's a popularity. Okay, if we're talking about popularity, let's bring up the Persona series.
Persona.
Yeah, the Persona series in Y Schwartz. So I'll tell you this. There are more than different extra boosters and normal booster packs of Persona because you can mix Persona 3, 4, and 5.
Oh yeah.
But here's the thing.
So.
Here's the thing. There are cards that are only exclusive in the structure deck, and there are some cards that are exclusive in the booster packs, right? So but in the English, the ones that should be in the booster pack, the ones that are in the structure deck are in the booster pack. So buying the structure deck is pointless if the cards that should have been in the booster pack in the structure deck are in the booster pack. So you really and here's the thing, I believe they mixed the extra booster there's an extra booster in Japanese for Persona 4. They mixed I believe the animation, the game, and the anime in one booster. So that's why there was a unusual if you're gonna build a Persona deck, it feels unusual, especially if you're gonna focus on a specific character. But because of the combination of different extra booster and booster that are localized, it was messed up. And take note, it's not due to popularity. That's what I know. It's understandable they chose it as popularity, but they could have just released it in booster pack and then the proper structured deck with the proper deck list and the extra booster Persona. No, they just jumbled it and bam, that's it.
Yeah, I I'm actually surprised Project Sekai never got an English release because that rhythm game is very popular. I'm
Yeah.
like, so what determines its popularity? Because like I know Spy Family got an English release.
Yeah,
That
that's the
that one did.
right. Like Spy Family is really when Family was released, they had a localization like in a few months. But Project Sekai was
Yeah,
already well known to begin with, so I was wondering why there were no why didn't they have English?
yeah, that confused me the most. I don't remember. Did Oshinoko get an English release, or is that Japanese only?
I think they had. Okay, time to use the power of Google again, just to be sure. Oshinoko, White Stripes. Okay, did they have an English? They do not.
That surprises me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, you can't really tell what's on the EN side. Wait. Wait. No, wait. I made a mistake. Wait. Wait. Oh, I'm confusion. Wait. Way short English. Let me type English so so it's gonna be easy. Let's see. No, I think they didn't have. Yeah, no, they don't have English, which is so weird. Like, Oshinoko was also well known, but they didn't get a localization. I don't know what was on their mind when they did it. Yeah, they should bring back more because all I know was the recent English booster, that English series that they released was Hololive, and I was like, I can understand why they released the English version of it, but still, how would the others that are also well known, like in your case, like Project Sekai, because it's a game, although it's a game, but it's still well known to a lot of people.
Yeah. I know a lot of people who would jump straight to try to get the sign cards for the Project Sekai characters. I'm like,
Right.
yeah.
Like, what the hell? Not what the heck. Like, what the heck, guys? Please localize the other English. That's also the reason why I stopped playing Cardfight Vanguard.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm sure you have because Cardfight Vanguard. Have you heard of Token Ranbu?
Yeah. No. Okay. So you're friends with Hiro, right?
Yes.
Hiro almost.
Yes.
So I've always been vaguely interested in Cardfight Vanguard because I saw like a few episodes of the anime. I never really got full into it, but I told Hiro that like I don't remember if Hiro told me about it or if I told him that I discovered it. But like the Token Rambu, because like I was in the Token Rambu phase because I bought Token Rambu Warriors on the Nintendo Switch, and then like at some point I got shown that they were doing a collab. Cardfight Vanguard was doing a collab with Token Rambu.
Yeah.
And I remember like telling or like spamming Hero about Token Rambu with the White Schwartz. I mean, not White Schwartz, the Cardfight Vanguard. I was like, that was going to be like my entryway, my main reason for getting Cardfight Vanguard was Token Rambu.
Yes,
like,
same here.
I haven't done it yet. I haven't touched it yet. I haven't touched the Sensi. I haven't gotten it yet. But like that would be my main reason for getting Vanguard.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Like, I was because during the time I was like playing Cardfight Vanguard, and honestly, just like Yu-Gi-Oh, and Buddy Fight, they have very good looking characters there.
They do.
Yeah, let me show one. I had a crush on this card. Wait. Okay, I'll show you. I'll send it in Discord. Yeah, it's this guy. It's so small. No, this one. Okay, I'll send it to you. Okay, right here.
Oh, nice.
I had a
like
crush
the
on this
purple.
card. Yeah, I had a crush on this card, and I heard he got an update, and I'm like, oh shit. And then the reboot, like, I just like him just because of the artwork, and as a result, I built a deck of cards revolving around him. So So for those who don't see the image, the card's name in Card 5 Vanguard is Bladewing Rage. Yeah, I was a sucker on good-looking characters, especially if they're male characters, because I'm sure you're seeing this also in the card games lately, especially in Y Schwartz and also in some card games. Not really, not it doesn't always happen in Yu-Gi-Oh, but Card Fight and Wise, like I'm bothered because mostly all of the booster packs and everything are almost all girls. Like I'm already tired. Like during the time that I was introduced to Y Schwartz, I was like slapped in the face full of like Love Live series.
Oh my god.
Love Live series, and then let's see. There's more Love Live series, and there are other like female decks, especially in the card fight. There's so much girls left and right, and I'm like,
oh my god, yeah.
is this the reason why I don't get good cards? I don't get the ones that I want just because of this. This is like, yeah, I can that's I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong in having girl characters, but I am already tired that there's so much female characters in the card games. And take note, it's not only card games, okay? It's also in gacha games. In every single gacha game that I encountered, like I have the right to say the game name, so we're good. So like example, Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. Well, for Honkai Star Rail, there's already a good balance of male and female characters, but in Genshin, if you notice, almost all the new characters that are being released are all girls.
Yeah, I really said like, wow. You know, for the longest time when the name Ayato was first leaked or mentioned, so I was saving for like an entire year just for Ayaka's brother, because there were like old leaks of just even mentioning she had a brother, and like we hadn't had a male character in so long. You know, my favorite element was Hydro. So, you know, I'm gonna save for this sword guy being mentioned, her brother. So I C6'd him, and his sword is currently R3, but...
Oh, nice. I couldn't R3 my weapon, but I know I can relate because if yours is Ayato, mine, I started playing Genshin because when my friends, because people wanted me to play Genshin so badly, like they wanted to play so badly, and I'm like, why? Is there a character that I would be interested in? And they showed me Razor, and I was like, yeah, but it wasn't strong enough to convince me to play Genshin until they showed me Ito. Yeah. So here's it makes you maybe you will understand why. So number one, when I saw Ito's artwork, I was like, oh my goodness, this is the first time finally there's a new male character in Genshin. And here's the thing, a new male character that's showing so much skin, and I'm like, holy, oh my lord, okay, bless my eyes.
Sturdy.
Yeah,
his arms sturdy.
Yeah, let's not talk about the arms because they did him injustice on that one. But thankfully, the artists in Twitter made him even better. So thank you, artists out there, for making Ito the best, despite Genshin not making update on his arms. It should be buffer. So moving back to Ito, this is the funny thing. When I heard, I fell in love with Ito even more when I heard who the voice actor was.
Oh.
And yeah.
Is it Max Middleman?
Yeah, it's Max Middleman because I know his voice because my friends play Persona 5, and I'm like, wait, isn't this the voice of Ryuji? And like when when he voiced Ito, it felt like the himbo energy was so strong, and I'm like, I must play this. So I started playing Genshin 1 week before the first banner of Ito. Yeah, and I was a dumb kid, so I actually used some cash just to pull Ito. Like, listen, I get Ito, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And people were telling me like, Why did you pull for Ito? You haven't even unlocked the Inazuman Island. How will you be able to level him up? And I was like, I started playing this game. Let me like gawk on Ito more, okay? Leave me alone. You guys wanted me to play Genshin? Let me play on my own. And here's the funny thing. Ito was my main despite him being level 40.
Oh.
Until Lie. And I'm like, yeah, here it's funny. Like, I fought Azdaha at level 60 and my Ito is like, I believe Ito was like level 40, even though Azdaha is like around level 60 plus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's how much dedication I gave to Ito. And that time I didn't know about artifacts and all. So I just do this and do normal stuff and I didn't know anything at all. But it worked well in the end.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, my dedication Ito is so strong. Like, I haven't even gone to Inazuma, but Ito's still my DPS at level 40.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And take note, I don't have this weapon yet because I only cared about the character at first because I was that because I didn't know that there's a specific weapon, a 5-star weapon exclusive. Not really exclusive, it's mostly more on the 5-star weapon for that character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a dumb kid. And here I am, just like you with your Ayato. So hi C6 Ayato. I am C6 Ito.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So long story short. So here I am now. Just waiting for male character in Genshin. Like just few days ago they just I'm not sure, that's not really leaked. They just showed the knave. I think
Arlecchino.
Yeah, Arlecchino. Thank you.
Cappuccino.
Yeah, they just showed Arlecchino and I'm like, yeah, she gives dummy mommy vibes to me. I don't mind. Like I would, but here's the thing, okay? We just got 2 consecutive new female characters.
That's true.
Yeah, we got.
Well, I mean,
no.
well,
Yeah.
Fontaine did have a lot of male characters though.
Yeah, Risley, Fremine, Linny, but the ratio for girls is still a lot. So let's remember.
It is.
I forgot what's her name. The camera girl.
Oh yeah, Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte. So let's bring them. So Charlotte, and there's the soldier girl with a shotgun.
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
Honestly, though, like Farina and Navia to me both get a pass. I love Farina's character. I got her C2. Then I got Navia. I really wanted Navia. Navia's pretty. I actually the one of like my modern favorite like gacha waifus. I don't know if you've ever played Tower of Fantasy.
I'm seeing it from friends, but explain. I'm curious.
There's this very pretty character called Lan, Lan, and she's an umbrella girl. Her weapon's an umbrella, and I was like, I've fallen in love with like gacha characters where their main weapon is an umbrella, and like in those sort of like action games and stuff. I'm like, oh my god. And, like I've been fascinated with umbrella fighting characters since like if there's a fighting game where a character's weapon is an umbrella, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play this game, I'm gonna make this character.
Oh.
And like I saw Navi after I got Farina, I'm like, oh my god, I need her, I want her. Umbrella waifu meta for the win. I want my umbrella meta, give it to me.
And that's true. When I saw Navia's gameplay, she's actually like, I'm gonna say this, like, there's also another factor on how I will pull a female character. The only time I will pull a female character is if it's super unique or the lore wise I love her, because because I'm very invested in Genshin, because their story is, not gonna lie, their story is really nice despite the controversies and whatnots. Like, who would not like the other, like the characters? Like in your case, right, Navia, like her model, you can tell it's like planned out so planned out so well, and it's very different from all the other female characters.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. When I saw her gameplay, I'm like, Umbrella, nice. The Umbrella has a shotgun feature, even better. Oh, she summons cannons in her elemental burst. Okay, girl, if you want guns, I feel like you're gonna get along with Chev. And yeah, thank you, Momo. So Chev was the one who is holding the gun, the shot. I think rifle gun or not. Yeah. Yeah. So moving back to the female characters, so we just gotten Farina, then suddenly we get a new female character which is Navia, and then we have Navia,
Chiori.
yeah, and then Chiori, and then now we have our Arlecchino, and I'm like, okay, 4 consecutive female characters. Okay, hello, where's my my husbando? Like, can you give me some husbando that I would be like invested in? And here's the thing. You saw yesterday's White Day that was posted by Genshin?
Oh yeah.
I was like, no way did they actually made an art White Day artwork of this character. I can't believe they actually did it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
I've been so. Oh sorry. No sorry.
no worries. What are you gonna say? I'm curious too.
Oh, I was just like, I haven't seen like Genshin's like for White Day Valentine's arts, but I've seen like all the Star ones that they've been posting. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, the star reels a lot. But even the Valentines in Genshin are also unique because they brought back a specific female character that was only in the storyline in Sumeru.
Oh really?
Yeah, the Valentines was, I think her name was Jet.
Jet. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
remember when her father died and all, and she has to wander around the desert and then turns out the story became even darker.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. She's the Valentine. She's the one with the Valentine's artwork posted by Genshin themselves.
That's very interesting. I haven't seen that actually.
Yeah. Everyone was saying, can you make her playable at least for you to actually create a Valentine's art of an NPC character that's like memorable. Like, it's same with White Day, okay? So White Day, they brought back Enjo, an Abyss Lector. Like,
Oh my god.
like it makes sense. I think for me, I would like, everyone was like Smash and everything because it makes sense if you played since you play Genshin, right? So you played the Enkanomiya arc, right?
Yeah.
And you know how Enjo acts, right? Like, he doesn't even sound like a villain he doesn't even sound like a villain. He's just a villain by choice.
Yeah.
Like like the people were like sharing the clips of what were the lines he said in Enkanomiya, and he's like, well, I technically did betray them. And I'm like, well, of course you did. And I'm like, when they showed the White Day art and it's like, hello, it looks like you still remember me. And I'm like, of course, who would not forget you? You're one of the villains that has more common sense compared to the others, because like, if you notice some of the bosses that we fight, they were like, we will obey the Abyss order, whatever was ordered from the higher ups, we will obey and everything. So we will crush everyone. We will crush them, destroy them, because they don't abide the rules that were given to us from the Abyss order. And then there's Enjo, and he's like, excuse me, I just want to explore and everything. Oh, I just deliver a letter, a message. If you want to save Enkanomiya, you just have to do this. And he's like, yeah, he's like, you know, that typical guy, like, he's like a joke character to me. He's like an actual himbo. It's like the himbo of the Abyss order at this point. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if someone makes a not safe for work of Enjo at this point. Like, imagine human head with the Abyss order armor and all. He would look good on that, honestly. Wait.
I'm sure he definitely would.
Oh my goodness, my intrusive thoughts has happened. Yeah, he will really look good. Having a human part feature, like on specifically on the head, of course. Because when I saw if you saw the white, let me show you. Have you seen the white day art of Enjo? Wait, I'll
No,
find
I
it.
haven't.
Okay, I'll show you. Okay, let me find it and I'll send it to you on Discord. You'll be so shocked. Oh, this is
Cute.
Lan. No wonder you like her. Yeah, it makes sense
Yeah.
because she has a cute umbrella. Anything? Okay. Oh, found it. Yeah, you're gonna like
Yeah.
this.
She also has a wedding skin. And I was like, oh my
Oh
god.
my god! Wow. Wait till we see if Navi's
Yeah.
gonna have a new skin. So this is what Enjo looks like in the official White Day art.
Oh, nice. That's very surprising. I thought that they gave him a flower in his mouth. Wow.
Right? People were like, the funny thing is that even the comments were like, okay, imagine doing a French kiss with him passionately, and I'm like, where are you gonna kiss him?
Whoa.
And I'm like, just you wait. If he's gonna have like a human head, you can kiss him. I'm like, but how? That's the thing. So take note, this specific abyss lector or Enjo, we'll just call him Enjo just because Enjo's the one that got stuck to the name Enjo is stuck to him in the end. Because he can transfer into human. Take note, he can transfer into a human.
Oh yeah, he can.
So you can actually kiss him passionately. You just request him to be in his human form. Come on. I mean, he did say in his White Day, you haven't forgotten me, have you? Oh yeah, I should send
my
you that
God.
link on what was the whole statement he said on White Day. Okay, I'll just send it to you. Here's the link. See, even the first sentence, you'll be pretty shocked.
Oh my gosh.
See, that's how not really Sly. He's an actual himbo, the himbo of the Abyss Order.
Wow.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if
God,
they
I'm just
made
sharing
him
my screen
playable.
on Discord.
Yeah, I noticed. Wait, that's okay. Yeah, I'm overwhelmed. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of artworks of Enjo, and I can already feel it. Well, you know what? Since it's the internet, I mean, I can always check on that specific R website. Give me a second. Enjo Genshin. Oh no, they actually did. Wait, when was this post? Oh, this was last year. Never mind. I'll probably
You're
share
an
this to
obvious
you,
stan.
but not now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway,
Momoko says she's an obvious state, and you know what? Valid. Not valid, very valid.
yeah, I agree. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, there is nothing wrong with that. Like how the internet even works too. Like how the internet really works. Like anything can be smashable at this point. Like they would smash the. Okay, listen. Take note. Even red flags, even the characters in Genshin that are red flags, they would still smash them even if they're red flags. So I wouldn't be surprised if they would want to smash an Abyss Lector. So it's no surprise. And take note, they would smash Nouvelette. And when people saw Nouvelette for the first time, they were so shocked when they knew the lore that he was an actual dragon. Oh wait, have you finished the game? Have you finished the story? I'm sorry for those who have not finished the Archon quest. Have you finished the Archon quest in Fontaine?
So, I know everything that happens. I had never finished it, so ever since Starrail came out, that was kind of like the end of my Genshin. I still follow up with the Genshin story though, even though I haven't really been playing it. And like, if there's like a character I really like, yeah, I'll play the game for a while. Like Farina, I really like Farina, Navia, but I still keep up. So like anything spoilery isn't spoilery to me. Yeah. Hello? Hello?
Sorry, my apologies. I just saw a mosquito. I finally killed it. Hooray.
That's good.
Yeah, my apologies. I was like, it's in front of my
No, you're
face.
fine.
Okay, we're good now. We're good now, guys. Crisis have been averted. I killed the mosquito. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a
That's
second one and
good.
I'm gonna be like, I got bitten like 3 times now. Like, I don't know how.
You know, it's only the female mosquitoes that actually take your blood. The male ones don't do shit.
Really? Wait, I didn't
Yeah.
know. This is new to me. Wait, really?
Yeah.
The male doesn't do it?
At least the
Just
ones
a
in
lot of
America.
smacks
I don't know
and
about where
snaps.
you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kai. You heard those slaps? Wait, you guys heard that? Wait, you guys heard the smacks that I'm doing earlier? Oh no, that's so... I'm sorry. Okay, guys, listen. So if you hear me do so much is a strong slap or smack or whatnot, it's not because I'm doing something unusual, okay? I just killed a mosquito earlier and it's the worst thing. It's the worst thing ever. Take note, my room has no holes for mosquitoes to enter. So yeah, like I just got my house our house got renovated and I finally have my own room. So that's how strict I am.
Kiefer.
Yeah, Kiefer. At least not Plap. What? Should I get pregnant or something?
Oh my god.
Yeah. So other
Oh
than
my gosh.
so moving to the Genshin, yeah. I just blame the leaks as well because especially on Twitter,
Yeah,
like
leaks.
they always love to spoil, and I'm like, please let me enjoy
Yeah.
Genshin, please. Like I don't mind being spoiled, especially like let's say I watch VTubers like play the game. And I don't mind getting
Yeah.
spoiled. I would rather be spoiled on that than being spoiled on Twitter because the reactions are usually nice when you watch other people play. Compared to like on Twitter, they will just leak like there's this character and this character and this character, and I'm like, I'm so tired of you guys leaks. Like like I know you just want to get like views and all, but I'm like, come on. Can you at least show me a new male character? Like I don't care. That's the thing. That's how I also learned about Ito. It's because of the leaks, and I'm like, this leak is this leak I would approve. Yeah. So especially now that they have announced that Arlecchino is gonna be playable, luckily I won't be pulling for her because I'm scared if they're gonna announce an update for Natlan, the next region.
Oh, Natlan. I'm kind of like, they haven't had a male Archon in a while. We're probably not gonna get a male Archon. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, like New Violet, I guess you could say, is the Hydro Archon kind of now.
Technically. I feel like no, it's still not enough. The ratio of Archon genders are still a lot. Okay, so let's start from the bottom to the top. Okay, so we have Venti. You can't Venti is a guy. Excuse me, my bad. I ate earlier.
Yeah.
Venti, yeah, guy, but look at him. He looks like I don't have to explain further. And take note, have you heard of a fan-made TCG called Goddess TCG?
Yes.
Goddess TCG is a booster pack where it's usually all female characters, but they have Venti in it.
Oh my god.
So now I'm like, so what is Venti's actual gender then? If they're in the Goddess TCG, why would they have Venti there? And then of course, well, we'll still treat Venti as a guy because lore wise and everything, they did mention it's a he. That Venti's a he, okay, guys.
Yeah.
Don't switch it. I know the looks look like a girl, but that's a thing. That's how the anime works. Like there are guys that looks like girls and there are girls that look like guys. I mean, we have Nozaki-kun. That's a proof. So we have Venti, the Animo, and then we have Zhongli, or for a lot of us, Dongli, male character, Gio, and then the next Archon, which is Inazuma, which was the scariest of them all, Raiden Shogun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and take note, okay? Take note, Raiden has a twin sister. So we will have to treat it as there's actually two female characters at first.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of like, okay, the Inazuma Archon, her sister Makoto, that whole thing gets a pass with her being like a little light orb. I didn't like how like, I mean, I guess story relevance wise,
Yeah.
it's good, it's fine, but the Sumeru Archon Nahida, I love her, don't get me wrong, but I hated how they did it like the other Dendro Archon dirty with it was just her same model. I really loved that Genshin, you know, Focalors and Farina, they actually showed Focalors present. I guess
Yeah.
like she wasn't like dead yet, you know. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't
Yeah.
actually played the Archon quest, but when I saw the people's gameplay and I'm like, so that's what happened? And I'm like, yeah, I feel like they should give more updates on Nahida's side at this point. Because
Yeah.
I feel like it needs more justice compared to both Raiden Shogun or A, because I know A is her name. And then we have Farina, but for Farina's case, we get now why she's like that. Yeah, because at first I was so pissed at Farina. Like, why is she like this? Hello, this is so annoying. Why is she like a spoiled brat? Until the new Archon quest was shown with from other people's stream, and I'm like, oh, so she did not act like a so she act like a spoiled brat by choice. She didn't. She oh, how do you say? What's the right phrase? Let me fix my phrase before I make it sound wrong. So she acted as a spoiled brat by choice.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Like, I can feel her pain. So when she was crying, I actually cried, even though I didn't play the Archon quest yet. That's how emotional I went.
Yeah. I hadn't played the Archon quest either, and I cried too.
I feel like you haven't even cried yet, because I think I remembered I was watching your stream and you were having fun with Risley.
Risley? Wait, me? Wait.
Was it? I think you
I
were
don't-
playing. I'm not sure if
I
it was
wasn't-
you who was
I
playing the
haven't
Archon
streamed
quest of
Genshin.
Risley.
There's no way I've streamed Genshin. Did I?
Oh, wait.
No, there's no way.
Wait, it wasn't you?
I mean, I
Then
didn't
I must have
stream
forgotten.
Genshin. I streamed Star Rail, but not Genshin.
Oh really? Then I must have forgotten who it was. My apologies. But you're gonna like her,
But I
right?
did
But
cry over the Star Rail story.
yeah, I think they said the story was also like nice. Yeah, not really nice. It was awesome because people were reacting. Like they here's the funny thing also. Just like Genshin, people are like inviting or even forcing me to play Honkai Star Rail, and I'm like, hold up, wait.
Hey, you don't want to play Star Rail? Look, listen, right here, buddy. Here's a ticket. Here's the pass. Go on the train. Go play Star Rail. Go, just go. Do it.
Okay,
Just
listen.
do it.
Okay, listen here. Listen here. I'm so tired with gacha games. Okay, I had to deal with like 10 gacha games, and Yu-Gi-Oh was already the worst one yet. Yeah, okay, for the record, so people will get an idea. The gacha games online are like, we already know how the gacha games online are like, but in a booster, in card games, the gacha rates there are horrible
Yeah.
compared to actual gacha, because live booster, like actual like physical booster packs, like once you buy a booster pack, you can't really change your percentage compared to online gacha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, once you touch a booster pack and you bought it, whatever content is inside, you can't really change its rarity. But Honkai Star Rail. But here's the thing. I also told my friends the same way I told them before I started playing Genshin. Because I started playing Genshin because my friend showed me Ito, and that's how I actually started playing 1 week before his very first banner. So I told them, if there is a character who would be like showing a lot of skin just like Ito, who would be like Himbo Energy, who has big muscles, then you'll see me play Honkai Star Rail. And Sampo does not count. He has red flag. He does not give off Himbo Energy. Like, listen, I know Sampo is good looking, and when you do a normal A attack and he will wink back at you, yeah, I know he's good looking and all. Yeah, I know Jeopard is also good looking. He's a knight and all, but he assaulted you first, even though they even haven't. I'm not sure if I got the information right. Like, he's like, because he was a boss during the story quest in Honkai Star Rail, right?
Yeah.
It was due to I believe because you were like a wanted criminal or something. But and then and then there is, let me see, who are the other male characters? Wells also does not count. He's not my type. Yeah, if they can provide a character who is like Sampo, because I know Sampo is very buff. Okay, I know, I've seen lots of fan arts. I can understand, but
I mean,
if
you like Argenti or
I saw Argenti, I didn't like the long hair part.
Long hair.
Jing Wang
has long hair too.
Yeah, Jing Wang, I actually wanted to play when I saw Dan Heng, and then I saw his dragon form Dan Heng. I was so tempted to play, but it wasn't strong enough to convince me to play yet. Yeah, I needed a specific. Yeah, I'm the type of person who would like. They have to give me a very specific character. Like, people are saying, "There's Jingwan." Jingwan. Yeah, I can see that, but that won't be able to convince me properly because I know who the voice actor is. And he streams just like
I love
us.
The voice actor.
Yeah, like Sai. No, yeah, I can say his name. Yeah, it's Sayu.
Yeah, you can say his
Sayu.
name.
Yeah, like
Man's had his
that's
real
also the
name
reason why
for several years.
Yeah, and here's the thing, I won't be convinced to play Honkai Star Rail just because you tell me that Sayu is in the game. I'm like, hello, Genshin, I have Sino. Yeah, so I don't even want, right? Like Honkai Star Rail, you need to try harder. I need a good-looking male character. Like,
what about Dr. Ratio?
Still not enough. Like,
No.
like base
Even though he's free.
Yeah, he's free and all, and I saw his butt, the bathtub in the trailer, and like I was laughing so hard. But here's the thing.
That wasn't enough. Damn.
It wasn't enough because when I saw his post and everything and how he acts, he feels like he is full of himself. Like, he's not like, because I will always compare Ito to any Honkai Star Rail character just because it's under MiHoYo, okay? Or Hoyoverse. My bad.
Yeah.
So I will always compare every single male Honkai Star Rail male characters with Ito. Like, I would want a himbo like there's an edit energy with a heart of gold. That kind of male character, that's himbo that I want. Yeah, so until then, I'll just watch people play Honkai Star and see how their gacha luck will work. Like, I believe there's a new character that has been shown to you guys in Honkai Star Rail. I believe it's Alicia, I guess.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, so I won't be convinced that I won't be convinced in that I will. Yeah, that's the best phrase I can think of. Like, I won't be convinced just yet, just because every new character is a female character in Honkai Star Rail. So I get it. I get Hoyoverse.
No.
Oh wait, I forgot there's Adventuring. I forgot there's Adventuring. I forgot. My bad. Not enough though.
And Dr. Ratio still counts. He was very recent.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. And he's a free character. He's a free character
Yeah.
to you guys. Genshin, please give us something awesome for once.
But yeah, we're getting Adventurine, and then we're getting a 4-star male character. We've already had a 4-star male character. They're giving us another one that's a healer.
Oh,
Yeah, and then we're also
damn.
getting Boot Heal, who's like a physical hunt DPS.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of male characters, now I remembered something. We did have a male character, but not a 5-star though. He was a 4-star, but like
Yeah.
everyone was so shocked with his animation and all. Like he's a 4-star,
yeah,
feeling
yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah.
5-star.
The little lion dude,
Yes,
little
Gaming. Oh my gosh. Here
Gaming,
you
yeah.
know. Okay, here's a funny story about my fanboy mode. So I love Ito so much. Of course, he's the number one husband though.
Yeah.
Number
Yeah.
two was obviously Risley, just because number one, he is so buff. He's like an actual daddy. He's very he has a gentleman aura. Like, not gonna lie, like who
Aw.
wouldn't want to be treated like a I would want to be his I want him to be my sugar daddy. Okay, listen. It makes sense. Like, and he drinks tea. He's very tame. He likes boxing. Like, that's where my very horrible intrusive thoughts went. Like, he uses gloves and likes fisting. And then
Oh my god.
and then we have Gaming. Okay, here's a shocking thing. At first when I saw the character, I'm like, yeah. But then suddenly when I heard the voice and then I had to look at the character illustration again, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I finally found the third and last husbando of the game. Okay, listen up. Listen about Gaming, okay? I played his story. I because you play Genshin after all, so you know the Lantern Rite story of Gaming, right?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah, if you finish the whole Lantern Rite, that because Lantern Rite shows revolves around the story of Gaming. I actually cried for like I think like 2 minutes. A solid 2 minutes because his story I for those who are unaware, because we have that kind of culture. Like, if you are like, okay, I think it would be better if I talk about, like, there's a culture, the Asian culture in our place. That's why it's so relatable with Gaming's story in Lantern Rite. So, in an Asian household, if the family has a family business, it's obvious that the heir or the son or daughter should, like, take charge of the family business. Like, they have no choice. They will have to take on the family business. So even if you say that you just wanna work as an employee, or want to be an HR, you wanna be a doctor, you want to, like, travel, explore the world and everything, with the Asian life is, no, you're not allowed, because you have a family business to actually, like, you will carry over our family business and everything and all. So you are not allowed to do this. Like, the way of thinking of the Asian households are, like, very strict. Like, if you work on jobs that doesn't give you money, no, we will forbid you. That's how scary our life is. Like, I will, based from my experience, like, in our time, like, if we're gonna talk about few years back in my time, during my, like, before college and all, I'm sure you will get, since you know the experience of universities and all, like, you have to choose a course and all. Ours, we are forced to choose a course that gives us lots of money after graduation. That's how strict our life was. Like, if we choose a course if we choose courses like, let's say courses like, major in arts, or major in theater, or major in music, or let's say major in education, like, let's say being a teacher, people in that, some Asian relatives or Asian people will look down on you for choosing those courses, because the expectations is the expectation of every kid, especially on the Chinese or Filipino or whichever Asian family, will choose a course that gives them more money. So we are forced to choose courses like accountancy, computer engineering, anything that's like, you know, gives high money, like nursing, those kinds of specific courses. Like we always hear that. Like that's the situation. That's the situation in the Lantern Knight of Gaming. Because he wanted to be like a dragon dancer, right? Like I think it's
Yeah.
the Wukong, the Wukong event. But then the dad does not approve and all. So that's why
Yeah.
when I read the story, I was like crying so hard because I can relate so much, because that's what happened to me and I felt Gaming's pain. That's why he became my third husband. Yeah, that's why he became my third husband though, because I could feel his soul, especially his positivity. Like if you notice every Genshin male characters, like Bennett is like very cheerful despite him being unlucky, but Gaming's positivity is so strong. Like you don't really see from his face that he has very serious struggles in life, especially with his family.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the actual good boy, but hides his like emotions very well. And here's the thing, because of Gaming, I wanted to pull for Cloud Retainer or Xianyun. It's because of Gaming that I pulled for Xianyun.
Oh,
And
really?
and okay, so for those who don't know, Xianyun is an exception because she's female and all of you guys know I will pull only male characters, but because Xianyun, number one, I love Bayonetta and her appearance just gives me a Bayonetta vibe. That's one.
100%.
Yeah. Right? And number two, her sass. I'll just call her Cloud Retainer because that's her actual name to begin with.
Yeah.
So Cloud Retainer's sass is out of this world.
It is.
Yeah, ever since the Archon, like the Archon's store, Archon quests and all, and every time we hear Cloud Retainer's voice, we know that she's the sassy. Because people call her like she's the sassy auntie we always wanted. Because she like there are times wherein she's an actual sass, but also she's also tsundere. That because whenever she makes like machines and all, and you compliment her, she will does not agree, and she will like turn her head back in her Cloud Retainer form, the bird form. Like you can tell that she actually likes when you compliment her, even though she looks like she doesn't like take compliments. That's also the reason why I pulled for Xianyun, because of her like character. Like girls with character are better for me because I am so tired of having to encounter generic female personalities in the game. Navia does not really count because as a foodie, because she knows how to make macarons, I'm like, Navia, we need to have a talk. But I didn't pull for I didn't pull for her because I guess the reason I want to pull for her so badly, but I didn't win the 50-50. And I didn't want to like spend money anymore as I should, because I lost so much when I pulled for Risley. Risley. How do you call him, by the way? Let's just call him Cryo Daddy. Yeah. Oh, hi Jade. Hello. Yeah, we're just talking about Genshin.
Hello.
So yeah, we have Cryo Daddy or Risley. People call him Risley, people call him Risley. But I understood why they chose Risley, because he has Riz. So it makes sense. Yeah. So
Do you...
Mhm.
Sorry, no, continue.
Yeah, I'm curious. What are you gonna say? Say it. I don't mind.
So you really like macarons?
Yeah, I love macarons. Like food in general, but macarons because they're desserts. I love them.
Oh yeah, I really love them too. My first experience with macarons, it was in high school. There was this a friend of mine. She started randomly making like homemade macarons, and she gave some to me. I was like, oh my god,
Oh my
and,
god.
like
How to
yeah, it was
be
so
how to
she
be
gave it to me
you.
often.
That's so nice how to be you. To be able to experience homemade macarons by your
Yeah,
like classmates and classmate, am I right? Or probably I
yeah, classmate,
yeah.
classmate,
From your classmate. I wish I have those. But yeah, life was so strict in my
bro.
life. Oh, to
What's
homemade
even
macarons.
better?
What?
I made a friend in my senior year, and then all later I found out like she makes like her family runs a bakery and she
Oh,
makes
oh,
homemade cupcakes and she would bring cupcakes to school and she would always give me a cupcake. I was like, oh my god.
oh my god, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god. Okay, before anything, before I continue that, okay, please tell me, you're still friends with that person, right? Cause I can't imagine
Uh,
you not being friends with her after the giving like homemade cupcakes and the homemade macarons.
um. So no, I'm the first person. No, I'm not friends with them. They turn out to be a total bitch. I'm not gonna get into that
Okay,
story.
okay, yeah.
Uh,
It's like
but the
personal
second
soon.
person,
Mhm.
me and her, we kind of like we lost contact with each other due to COVID. And COVID, like everybody just not stopped really talking to each other.
Ah, yeah.
My graduation year was COVID. Literally, the year COVID happened.
Oh my
From high
gosh.
school. Yeah, I was originally going to ask her out to prom too, but that never got to happen. Our last interaction was me getting her a teddy bear for Valentine's Day, and she loved
Oh,
it. But like,
oh.
things just fell through since COVID happened, and we didn't
Yeah.
really talk since.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, COVID has done so horrible stuff. Like FU COVID, but I guess it's because of COVID people are like open-minded that there are there if there's this kind of possibilities, like there should be like alternatives. Like I'm very thankful, well, not really thankful because I still hate COVID because of what they did to my previous job and whatnot. But because of that, VTuber like became a hit because of COVID. VTubers were like booming here and there, and then games are also booming here and there because since you are not allowed to go outside and all, so you obviously you'll have to find a medium to do stuff. But then again, it like hits so many places badly. Like since COVID happened, you can't play card games outside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like the dark days. Let's not talk about the dark days. Yeah, don't cry, Momo Starla. Like the dark days are over, but we still have to be careful in everything that we do. Like at the end of the day, we blame COVID for mostly everything that has happened over the years. Like people were not prepared for that kind of situation after all. So we can't really blame COVID all the time because at the end of the day it was made by humans. So if humans made the virus, humans should have a way to find a cure, which they did, thankfully. Yeah, so
That's
make sure to
good.
stay.
That's good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, just stay hydrated. Make sure if you're sick or if you feel tired, rest up. Like no like even if there's no more COVID, if you are sick,
Yeah.
people are like very scared that it might be COVID. So that's why
Yeah.
yeah, sickness is like even if it's like a slight sickness, no, you have to treat it as if it's a very serious sickness because you may not know it might
I'm.
become serious after all.
I will tell you one thing about me. I am a
Mhm.
very persistent and stubborn person. So
Mhm.
I love walking. And even when I am
Oh
sick, or I will go out walking usually, or I would force myself. I would bring
my
myself to go do things and like like I hated being sick, but I have a strong immune system. So usually when I get sick, I'm like very sick, like bedridden almost usually. I have had COVID at least twice, and like there were some times I tried to force myself out of bed and stuff.
No.
But
my gosh.
I
Don't
hate
you?
it because like my family knows like
Mm.
I've never really got sick like in school, and you know, even if I did get sick, my family also had the mentality at one point where it was like, if you're sick, you're still going to school. Like they don't care. They wanted me to have perfect attendance, and so I pretty much had perfect attendance in school. But like in terms of parenting, that happened to me. Unlike my younger brother, where if he's sick, he has to be home. But like it came to a point where it's like, okay, if I like call my mom and be like, I'm sick, I'm very sick. Like I can't physically like be up and about, and like I would fight it. I'm a fighter. Like I would try to get up and be like, no, I want to get out of bed. I want to do this. I want to do that. But
Mm.
I've had times where my family was inconsiderate of me, thinking that like, oh, I can do this and that when I'm very sick, and it's like they didn't hear me the first time. It's like, God, it's hard to move around, and they're like, they get onto me for accidentally dropping something or something. I'm like, really, really?
Oh my
And like,
gosh.
my
Don't.
family is like, there's this one time I got upset with my family because like I had a heat stroke or whatever. I was like, my
What
body
the
was
heck?
like freaking out. I was like standing still trying to move around. I felt like I was like maybe like over sweating or like crying a lot. I was crying a lot, and it took my mom at least like 2, maybe 3, 4 minutes to like notice I was crying on the phone. Like I called her, she picked up the phone, but
Mm.
she didn't respond to me. She was like busy talking to someone else. I'm like, why did you pick up the phone if you're not even gonna hear me? I'm like, but like
Oh
thank God
no.
she called one of her friends to like come check up on me to help me come lay in bed. But yeah, I ended up fine. I didn't have to go to like the emergency room, thank God. But like, I that was like last summer too. So like right now, I'm like very careful about drinking a lot of water. I'm being a lot more careful to wear
Mhm.
sunscreen and stuff because I don't want to experience a heat stroke again. It was very scary. It was like,
Oh my
but
goodness.
I'm normally very persistent. Like even if I feel like maybe I'm overheating, like I will still try to go walking. But like I've learned to like at least to drink more water. I live in Texas,
Mm.
so around this time of the year it can get pretty hot without me realizing it. Because for the longest time I never really had like a heat stroke. Like I would go walking for several hours, sometimes during the summer too, and like I never faced consequences for it. I only faced
Mm.
consequences for it like last summer, and so I never was too careful about drinking too water or like doing sunscreen. So like now I am like very careful about that stuff now. But like yeah, I would just I'm very eager. I like to walk, and if I don't go walking, then I get upset. I'm like,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Dang. You really need to take care of yourself, Donkey. Please. Like, this is not anymore a request. This should be an order at times. Like, especially like you're doing other things, right? Besides streaming, of course, I'm sure you're doing some other things IRL. But please take care of yourself. Like, even I would worry about you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, but at least you're actually at least you were able to realize those things. Otherwise, otherwise things would get very serious if it was not like taken care of fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, even especially now, not all of us don't want to get we can't really afford to get sick, even if it's like slight and not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but knowing how we no, but knowing us in what we do IRL, I feel like we're still gonna abuse that capability. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, especially like because knowing the gamer, our gaming skills and everything, like we could like stay up for how long God knows.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I don't like staying up late, like at all. I am a
Same.
morning person. I like being in my morning. I like I like having my mornings.
Yes,
I like being awake at
same.
late.
Yes, finally someone, despite the time zone, finally someone who is like me for real, for real.
Yeah, I
Okay.
meet like so many other
Mhm.
like especially VTuber friends. There are so many VTubers I know out there that are just night owls. And I'm like, I can't. I can't. Like especially even like my friends who aren't even VTubers, they're night owls too. I'm like, I just can't. I don't know how, guys. I don't know why you're like this. I just can't do it. I
Yeah.
can't. 3
Yeah.
a.m. is like my limit if I were to stay up late. If you were to make me to stay up late, but no, like honestly, my friends weren't gaming with me. Or like they didn't invite me to game if they weren't in call. I wouldn't be up at 3 a.m. in the morning. I would
Yeah.
probably try to go to bed at 10 or 11. I like all throughout high school and before. I always went to bed at like 8 p.m. That was my bedtime before college.
Oh my gosh. I think same here. Like I can understand why people want to stay up late just because of the games, or if it's not games like thesis. Like in college days, I had actually experienced that, like sleeping very late just because of thesis and all. But
Yeah.
for what I'm seeing now, mostly some because they work like let's remove the time zones because even though both of us have different time zones, we will always have a proper like sleep. Like in your case,
Yeah.
since you sleep at that time, the latest that I can actually sleep is 1 a.m. That's the latest that I can go unless it's too much, because I'm the type of person who would want to like sleep at least like around 11 or 12 depending on
Oh
what
yeah.
I play. Like if it's like a nostalgic game and I feel like I wanna go all out, then I'll go all out until like 5 a.m. But that's gonna take a toll on me when I sleep and wake up. Yeah, that's also the scary thing. I have a very like for even you as chatters, like you guys there, for those who don't know, I have the weakest immunity system out of all of us in the family.
Mhm.
I get sick very easily because there was yeah, here's a very unusual story. Like when I don't sleep, this is what happened. I don't sleep, and there was one time like I was working at a night, like a night shift work, like for the whole 2 years of night shift work. It was very bad. Like imagine 8 p working at 8 p.m. until 5 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, that kind of like sleep schedule. So and as someone who will sleep the opposite way, so it's really hard. And then there was a
Yeah.
time that I did not sleep because there was a like grand opening of a specific like specific brand, clothing brand, and I have to go to that place. So what happened was I overtimed that work. So from 8 p.m. it went through like 9 a.m. in the morning. And then I came home and I had to like prep up myself and leave to go to the grand opening of that clothing brand. I think I can say the brand anyway. It's not like I'm saying anything bad about them. So it's a new branch of Uniqlo.
Okay.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
had
I'm more of the.
ooh more of
Sorry, no. Sorry.
no
No.
word.
Keep going. Keep
Yeah,
going.
my apologies. Yeah, so Uniqlo, because the reason why Uniqlo is because that's the only branch, that grand opening, that's the only branch that has the limited edition Hero Academia t-shirts. I was a fan of the Hero
Ooh.
Academia that time, and it's only on that branch. Like let's say there's 10 branches, but that one branch only has that t-shirt design, Hero Academia t-shirt design, compared to the other branches. So that's why I had to go there. But before I even went to that grand opening, I actually fell down without knowing. Like I fell down, and here's the shocking thing: I fell down on both my knees, as if I'm kneeling to God.
Oh my word.
Yeah, yeah. So I got bruised. I got like scratches and bruise on both my knees. And then after the grand opening and I came back home, and I slept and everything, my dad called me up and wanted to talk to me one on one with my mother. And I'm like, did I do anything wrong? I don't think I remember doing anything wrong. And he was like, son, why the heck do you have two band-aids on both your knees and why are you injured on both of them? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I fell down. And he's like, it's because you have lack of sleep, don't you? Yeah. And I'm like, yeah. It's very scary because I didn't have it was like I didn't sleep at all. So the reason how I fell down on both my knees was because my leg actually gave up at one point.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I tried standing up and I was able to stand up again properly, but that was very unexpected because I have never experienced actually having my leg gave up on me. That's why I was very strict on sleeping.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like that gives me memories because like in the fall semester, so like before December of this year, or like your last year, the last fall, I was in a 2-year-in-1 program in my university. Worst mistake. I'm not mentally mature enough for that. I'm not prepared. I'm not adultish enough, like mentally. So it was 6 classes on top of student teaching in this program. Because this teaching program, you have to do student teaching, you have to work, and often I wouldn't get home till like 6 or 7 p.m. And this was like from morning all the way up to 6 to 7 p.m. And like I'm talking about like 7 a.m. like 6 or 7 a.m. And on top of having to do like 6 online classes, and it was a lot of work. They didn't give us breaks. There was no summer break. If there was a summer break, it was probably only for like a week, but we still had to do stuff during that summer break. We still had to do stuff for university, and it was like, oh my god, I didn't get a proper fall break because like in America we have the Thanksgiving break. They still made us do homework over the break a lot, and Christmas too. I was like, oh my god. And you know what? A lot of bad. So like I got no sleep. I probably got like maybe two hours of sleep, or maybe 3. I don't know. But there was a lot, and the professors, the 2 professors, they're called site coordinators. The ones that I had, the site coordinators who were also big professors, and I had like other professors. But these 2, they're kind of like your main like hub world or hub area, because like my university program was like across Texas, so like I was not attending directly at the university. They had like 2 people called site coordinators that would be like, they are the people of this city, so we would go to like this classroom at this school in this city for my area of this program, and we would like meet here. Those people were not on my side. There was a lot went down, but like ever since I got out of that specific 2-year-in-1 program with the student teaching, my life's been a lot healthier, so much easier, relaxing. You know, I'm still taking my online classes, but without the stress, without the struggle.
That's nice.
Being able to get actual sleep. I just like, my body was like shaking mornings, or like I was like shiver extremely from not getting a lot of sleep, and like other teachers would like notice it. I'm like, oh my god, it was such a it was hell. And you were also, it wasn't even just like the 6 classes on top of working. You were also expected to study, and you were graded on studying. So in this program, you're forced to study, and you're graded on it.
Oh my god.
For an exam, that's like outside of university. However, like regular teaching programs, you can study for the exam and take the exam after you graduate university. So like you would just get your teaching degree and then you could study and take the test afterwards. This program, 2-year one, they try to make you take it in December of all times.
Oh my gosh,
Way
December.
before graduation. And I'm
Damn,
just
that's
like,
the worst timing of all months.
Yeah.
December. Dang.
Yeah, no.
But at least now things are okay compared to before.
They are very. I'm so happy to have those two site coordinators out of my lives. Those two professors. It's a long story, but I felt very racial, like discriminated against, very targeted, and it was a lot. I was like, I was the only male student in the program, and I felt like that played a part in how they treated me differently too. But like, I was also like, you probably don't hear this a lot, but like, I was like one of the only like white people in the program too, compared to everybody else, and like, they treated me very differently, very differently. They were mean to me, like. Every time I didn't understand something, because I was like always like a step behind, a step or two behind, and I struggled to understand some things. And every time I had a question or I didn't understand something, the professors would give me a weird ass look. They would just like give me a disgusted look, and I'm like, excuse me? And then they would like play it off like they never did such things, and that pissed me off even more.
What the? Are these professors really? You.
Yeah.
I would if I was in your case, I would like, excuse you. That's why I'm here to talk to you. You're the one who knows the information. Why can't you talk to me as if I'm just a student, like every other people?
Yeah. And like the biggest thing was, okay, so at the beginning of this program, we all filled out an about me. I'm pretty sure you've done an about me for like school before, for teachers to like get to know their students.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all filled one out, and like one of the things was like our favorite snack. And so for everyone's birthday, in the program, they've given everyone their like favorite snack or whatever on their birthday. I'm the only student they didn't give them their favorite snack to on their birthday, and they treated me differently compared to everybody else. I'm like, why? Why? You did this for everyone else but me. Excuse me? Like,
so there's an actual discrimination after all. Damn.
Yeah, no.
I would be so pissed
like,
at them.
Literally, my favorite snack that I put on there was fucking Pocky. It was Pocky.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dang, those professors. I would be so pissed. Like, especially if it's like food related, I would be so pissed if they couldn't even do that right. Like, I don't like in your case, yeah, you might be the only person of that type of skin, but still I that's what I'm weirded out with a lot of people, even on the internet. Like whatever skin color you have, you're still a person. Like, at the end of the day, even though I'm gonna be saying something very dark, so please don't take it into serious context, okay? Like, because at the end of the day, no matter what skin color you have, you're gonna die either way. We're all gonna die regardless if whatever color. It doesn't mean like it at the end we will all be treated equally. Like, come on, like, so what if this person's like, let's say, of different tone of skin compared to the others? You don't have to really like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Oh, you're back. Hello. Are you okay?
My model stopped moving on my screen. Like, he's moving on my phone, but not on my screen. I'm like, why is this? Why is that?
Oh no. Don't worry. Your model is as is, but you're not moving. Don't worry.
Yeah. I'm like, why is this? Why is that? I don't know. Did I click a lock or something?
Yeah, probably if you click the lock, it will like.
Well,
yeah.
I locked and unlocked it now. That's weird.
Probably open and check the Wi-Fi. Or are you using phone for VTube Studio tracking or your computer?
Yeah. My phone.
Hmm. Better to check
Let
if.
me.
Hmm.
Wait.
Okay, you found it.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Hold on.
No worry.
I'm reopening it up just now.
Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. This is
Yeah.
just a small technical difficulty. This always happens in every people's stream in the whole world.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah,
There we
welcome back. But you're small. Wait, let me make myself smaller then. Wait, wait. How to do? Oh, there we go. There we go. No. This doesn't. The height
Oh.
difference. Yay! Finally, the height difference. Yeah, there. It should be proper now. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong there. It's still the same. At least they get to see us. Yeah, at least you guys get to see at least below the waist after all. So
Oh my
anyway,
god.
yeah. So moving back to the topic, yeah, that still sucks. That still sucks that there's discrimination. Like, I still, at the end of the day, like, we will still be treated equally. Like, don't care if you're white, don't care if you're black, don't care if you're green or blue or pink. I don't care. At the end, we're still gonna be treated equally. It's not like I get like my I think my belief or how my random motto for those kinds of situations is like, so my motto is like, I don't get paid to listen to any bull craps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that same, it's same principle with any kind of situation. Like, you have to, we are people. Like, treat, like, you can treat me as someone as if you're talking to a normal person. Obviously it's gonna be different if you're talking to a kid. That makes sense. But
Yeah.
in our case, it's usually different when talking to actual like adults. Like, even here on Twitch,
Yeah.
right? Like, yeah, there will always be people who talk like as if they're kids. They will talk as if they know everything, but you just realize that they're just acting like actual kids. Like, come on, there are people who are mature enough to realize these things, and that's why I'm still, yeah, and that's why I'm still scared in the VTuber realm, because there are those like, I don't care if you have like so much followers and everything. What I'm scared about is the fans, the followers themselves following. Yeah, it's not the VTubers that you should be scared about. It's the followers.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah.
Dude, like, okay, as someone, so I guess my mentality is a little bit different. Like, of course,
Mhm.
like, I don't want people just randomly talking shit towards me and like
Yeah.
out of nowhere, no reason. But like,
Same.
as a teacher, you have to master the art of like not letting it affect you, just not like showing a reaction to where like, okay, this parent is obviously pissed off for no reason. I mean, you just have to like, you have to learn to just like keep up that positive expression and attitude and
Yeah.
like treat it like the psychology of it. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I know that
I'm
feeling.
prepared to have random like parents coming up with like excuses as to like why there's kids absent or why this and this and this, or randomly like calling me, yelling at me when they should be talking to the principal or somebody else. Like, you know, it's gonna happen. It's always going to happen. And I'm like, I'm prepared. I'm prepared to have like someone just randomly trying to start BS with me. Yeah.
Dang, same. Like even if we wanna complain and everything, but we cannot really talk back, because that's the shocking thing compared to you guys. Like, if like your elders did something wrong, or your like, let's say mom or dad or your uncles and aunties have done something wrong, you can talk back at them, right? In my house, I'm not sure in your case, do you guys have those kinds of situations at times?
What was the question?
Okay, so like, I'm not sure if it in your culture, in your place, like talking back to your parents or your uncles or aunties or those like older than you is normal, as long as there is a valid reason.
No, I would get beaten. No, I would get a beat up.
Oh,
Or really get a
okay.
big spanking if I were to like when I was a kid.
Mm.
If I was disobedient, if I were to talk back, they would spank me.
Dang. So we're on
Yeah.
the same boat. So and I thought mostly the US have like a cool, because there is a belief like it's normal to talk back to parents, if not parents, like those who are
Oh
older than
well,
you
yeah.
when they
A
did
lot of
something wrong.
kids. A lot of kids do talk back. Don't get me wrong. A lot of
Mm.
people do talk back. I don't think a lot of like I don't think this current generation of kids, I don't think people really like spank their kids anymore for
Yeah.
being disobedient. But like
Yeah.
when I was a kid, yeah, they did.
Yeah, I know the pain, like when I talk back with either my elders or even my dad or mom, I will get a very good spanking. Like I know that feeling, like
Yeah.
like I I'm not sure, I don't know if I should even say this, but other than like bamboo stick, there's also like one of their favorite weapons, like the slipper or the hanger or the belt. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh no,
Oh yeah.
I'm having traumatizing
Slipper,
memories. Oh my
hanger, the
gosh.
belt. I've been through it all.
Yeah. Yeah. The Asian life is not as expected. And also trying to go back to the topic that you said about positive, like staying positive at times, because as a teacher, yeah, I can feel that pain so much, especially I think I watched that the clips on YouTube with, because that also has the same scenario with flight attendants. The flight attendants.
Oh.
Yeah, even at like, let's say kids are like shouting and crying and everything, like they had no choice but to smile and stay positive. Like, yeah, I can
Yeah.
imagine the struggles that they have. Like even with teachers, like how naughty the kids are and everything. Oh my goodness! Now thinking about that, I do feel bad for teachers. Well, actually, I already feel bad for the teachers because the teachers of our era are strict, but it is needed to discipline for disciplinary reasons. But now the disciplinary of teachers can't be used any, that the method of our time cannot be used in the method of this time, because you can like be like, here's the thing, it's so shocking to me that kids have the like, even not only kids but also teenagers and even young adults will like, if you hit them with a stick, even if it's disciplinary, you can like get sued and stuff, and I'm like, huh? Like, I don't get it. That's how discipline works. I don't understand why you will say that it's not allowed. Like, I understand that physical abuse is not allowed and all, but listen, if it,
Yeah.
yeah, if it wasn't for those kinds of discipline, we wouldn't be who we are now. So that's why I'm still scared of what's going on the internet.
Oh yeah. It's certainly something, my god.
Yeah, just thinking about that is like, how how are they able to do those things and get away with it? Like, they just they just did the teachers dirty. And here's the thing, once the kids are on the right side, the teachers will lose their job. That's the worst kind of scenario for them.
Um,
Yeah, that's why I feel so bad for, I really feel bad for them
oh,
too.
it's not even just kids nowadays. Like
Even
even parents, like in America at
yeah.
least,
Mhm.
in Texas, we are very low on teachers. We have a big shortage of teachers. Like you in elementary schools, like in some cities, like you have only two teachers that are teaching all of fourth grade in some schools, and it's like, damn. And like we barely have substitute teachers. We don't really have substitute teachers right now. And so like other
Mhm.
teachers have to like sub in for their class or have two classes combined with each other because we don't just have the resources of like substitute teachers right now, really. And then it's like you can get fired now for the littlest things. Like it doesn't even matter if a parent sees you, like discovers that you stream video games, and they're like, a teacher who plays video games, I'm going to call and report him. You can easily just get fired just because a parent doesn't like that you're a fucking streamer.
What the heck?
You can very easily get fired. It doesn't matter if none of your students know about your content. If some parents see your content and they're like, children should not have a teacher like this, you'll get fired. Like, you should never show anybody or talk about social media when you're a teacher. You should don't even let your other teachers like see your social media, because like when parents will find out. I mean, kids like, you don't know it, but like a lot of like schools, like parents, like their kids like get together and like parents become close and they're like connected. Like they have a circle, they develop circles, and they'll spread rumors like gossip about you. And like you have to be prepared to just like only ever talk about teaching. You should never talk about anything else. People will twist your words. People will use anything against you. You can get fired very easily.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that it went to that kind of situation. That's so disgusting. Like I feel like, what's wrong with teachers doing live streaming or whatnots? Like, as if it's already hard enough finding job. Like in other, there are teachers who do like sidelines and all. Like knowing the world having the inflation rate of the cost of living is already getting higher and higher. It's not getting lower. Like, oh my goodness. And even like twisting of words, like you said, yeah, that I think that also applies to our time now. Like even on the internet, any of your word can be twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh my goodness, this is gonna be harder than this is gonna. Yeah, I just hope that people realize what they're doing is not right at times. Like, yeah, they live stream, so does that affect your education? No.
You have to be extremely careful. Like, I've seen a lot of videos. I've seen a lot of things where it's like, it doesn't matter to a principal whether or not students have seen it or not. If a parent discovers it, like that could just get you fired. Like no doubt about it. Like if a parent sees you shopping at a store and they don't like your clothes, like they'll
even
report
clothes.
you. Like those house members, like if you go out, like, yeah, if you're not dressed nice or whatever, if your clothes look messy, like they'll report it, and the principal could easily just fire you just because of that. Like,
If what the heck? Even clothing. That's the most. I think there's a terms for those things. I think it's entitled parents or something. I know there's a right term. Like that's still just so disgusting. Oh my gosh. I feel like I am now seeing a different light on this kinds of parenting and all. Oh my goodness, that's so. Even I would want to kick them and like, you parents, you have you no shame for professionals like them who are working hard, as if it's already hard enough to earn more money as it is. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord Almighty. Please cleanse us from the evil. Oh my gosh, I feel like I feel like in the future I should make like a confession stream and all, just to cleanse us from so many things that are happening in the world. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, like teaching is it's no joke. Like you could just walk out of your own classroom for like just a second and you'll get fired.
Huh? Oh my gosh. Are people this
if
dumb or
teacher will report you as you walked out of your classroom, even though it's only a second. They'll report you walked out of your classroom, you left those kids alone. Even if it's only for a second, you left them alone, you're fired.
Oh my gosh. And what if the teacher just needs to go to the restroom and all? So oh my gosh. Are are the generations now that this dumb? Oh my goodness.
Typically, like even for teachers, you're not really allowed to go to the restroom. You have to get someone to sub in for you real quickly. But even that's really hard now too. You can't really do that now.
Oh my god. No, I feel so bad for the teachers on your
Like,
side. What the
it's
heck?
good like if you like for example like elementary schools, like
Mhm.
if your fellow like fourth grade teacher, a teacher who teaches the same grade as you, if you guys are learning the exact same thing that same day, you could like have your students go into their classroom to continue learning what they're learning while you go to the restroom or something.
Mhm.
That's something they'll do. But yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so. My gosh, I hope there will be like a teachers protection law or something in the future. I just
Oh, I
hope-
wish that'll probably never happen.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so hard. And I thought the education in my side is already bad enough. Like in our place, like people are getting dumber and dumber in the education side because it's so scary. Like because you already have like experience as as like being a teacher and all. So in my case, there are students who use chat gpt on thesis, and that was that's the most concerning to me.
Oh, oh yeah. No.
Yeah, I'm like, why?
People just cheat nowadays. Like, oh my god, don't even get me started. Like, this generation doesn't know how to like read and write. Like, that because like okay, a lot of these kids grew up through COVID. Like elementary, like even like the fourth graders now, the fifth graders now, they've all experienced having online classes. And Chat GPT is like so advertised now. And you go into this teaching environment, none of these kids know how to properly read and write. It's crazy.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's also what I'm noticing. People don't know how to even make simple paragraphs now. Like this is very
Yeah.
an alarming rate. Like because
It is.
like if you think about it, ever since like technology is evolving so much that the education system, the educations of almost a lot of people are like going downhill. Like people
Yeah.
like there are babies. Like here's the thing, like if we go to malls or going on a walk, like little kids, like I believe they're like, let's say around 2 year olds and all, they're holding tablets. I'm like,
Yeah.
we didn't even have tablets in our era because that time like education was everything to us so that we can get a proper job and all. But
Yeah.
but the kids now, like as if it's like a norm, which is what I don't want. Like if I'm gonna have kids in the future, I would never let them touch a tab. I'll
Yeah.
let them experience the actual tradition so that they won't always be like reliant on technology a lot.
Yeah, I hate how reliant technology is now in schools. Like they're like implemented like 24/7. Like the school that I was student teaching at, these fourth graders,
Mhm.
like half their day is like spent on iPads or like the teacher will be like if there's nothing like interesting in like science or history, she'll just have them be on their iPads doing stuff. Cause um
Gosh.
like reading is has a major focus, like reading and math. Like a lot of like elementary teachers are really focused on that right now because that's what they're struggling with. And like they'll just kind of like throw social studies and science to the side and use that for like iPad time to like enhance their reading or whatever. But in my opinion, that's not really helping them learn to read and write, and a lot of these kids will abuse the system regardless. And that's their choice. As a teacher, you
Mhm.
can't really completely control that. Like, you can like give them warnings, and like you can probably like not directly. You can't like directly say I'm going to take away your recess time and stuff, but you do have to be positive about it still. You still have to like put in rewards, like have personal goals with every student, and you have to like be like less recess time, or you're having your recess time right now without saying like I'm taking your recess away, and like. But it's just like even electives like music and what's it called? Like at least like the elementary school I had, they had like PE, music, and art. Their music class, they were just on their iPads the whole time at times. And like art class, it's understandable that they're on their iPads because you can do a lot of art with with technology. But it's also weird sometimes when like there are certain days in PE where they're on their iPads doing something, and it's like, excuse me? And I'm just like, these kids have already had enough technology for today. You're telling me that the kids are doing something with their iPads today in PE? Like,
oh my gosh, that's gonna be so alarming. I would be so shocked that if in PE they will still look at their phones, and I'm gonna be like, hello, it's PE, it's physical exercise. Hello, do push-ups. Don't do push-ups on your iPhones or whatever. It's not like your arms are gonna grow muscles if you'll do that. Like, oh my god.
It's sad. Like literally a teacher came up to me and said, yeah, these kids are not gonna be music kids or etc etc.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh
it's
my
so
god,
bad.
dude. Like, it really is. Like, I get like reading is important and all, trying to get these kids to learn how to read and be able to excel at reading, but like I feel like we can do this without the amount of technology that they're using.
Yeah.
Like I feel like technology isn't really helping.
Yeah. Like they are learning like knowing like if they're kids, like they will learn phrases and sentences from what they are watching and then they think that they will be able to talk smart just because they learn something new and everything, especially with new teachers. So it's gonna be like, imagine them talking like as if they're like from watching the internet. Like we will not understand. And this is the funny thing, if you're gonna let them write sentences, you see the incapabilities of their skills. Like, dang. Like, kids, parents, please. You can't let them hold the device all the time. They will never learn now that they're used to holding those things. Like,
okay. When I was... Oops. When I was in like fifth, sixth grade, that's when like they started giving us iPads. Now this was like very young. I think when iPads literally just started being implemented or something, or like they're trying it out. The iPads were not implemented in our classes at all. We barely used them ever, like ever. Even in high school, we barely used them. I mean, we definitely used them way more in high school than we did in others. But literally, the only times I used the iPads in high school was to like fill out a survey or something. I'm like, again, people just probably use their phones for that too. Like,
but they're like too much when like comparing to how long us use a device at school versus how long people hold a device for today. So different. Like, I'm just happy that our time we were like disciplined and used to things that lets us learn how to do even the most simplest things. Like there's nothing wrong in having like incorrect grammar as long as you know how to write paragraphs and all. But like relying on devices to answer it for you is a big no-no. Like, you're gonna
like I was a very teacher's pet, or a very goody kid. I never cheated in high school. I excelled a lot. Like I took a lot of normal classes. I didn't really take any advanced courses for like college credit and stuff until maybe like 1 or 2 in my junior year. and one or two like my senior year, and I'm like I excelled. Like even if someone went to regular classes, I made a lot of good grades. I think I put my effort in most of them, but like writing, I love writing. I love to write on paper. English was my favorite subject. I excelled in English, and this is very funny too. But like I was the only student in like my I think it was my sophomore year class. Was either sophomore or junior year, where it's like I was the only student to get an A on it poetry assignment. I love poetry. It was like one of those slam poetries where you have to use body movement, you have to use your voice, all that kind of stuff after you make your poem. And like this was like they when in a regular setting, like teachers expect you to take like a long time or so to complete assignments compared to like the advanced kids. And like literally what my teacher gives us, oh, you have like a 2 or 3 week deadline to finish to make a poem or whatever, or like essays too. And like I would literally finish that the same day it was given to me. It was, especially the poetry assignment. I think I don't remember. I think my teacher was shocked, but he was. I was told like I was done, and he was like, he looked at us. He was like, at first he was like, okay. He looked at him like he was impressed. Like,
oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Dang.
And it's funny too because like I don't remember if I said this early on stream, but like I repeated a grade, and that was mostly because like my English back then was very bad. I was very bad at English. I really couldn't speak till I was 7 years old, so I was already like very behind. And I remember my just English being like really bad. I was put through a lot of like struggle with like they put me in a lot of tutoring. I like constant tutoring, like different teachers. I would even go like outside of a class to go learn more English in another class that was like outside of my main courses. But like I grew up watching a lot of like Japanese anime with English subtitles, so I was always reading. I was reading regardless. I loved reading, and like I don't know what made me love reading. I don't know if it was because of the constant amount of tutoring or it was because it was like a big focus in my life, but I think definitely like anime in general helped me get a whole lot better and faster at reading. And like it was to the point like even though I repeated a year and stuff, I was already like way far ahead, like above reading level at the time, and it was like that did wonders for me. I became someone who just really loved reading. That's probably just because of the amount of tutoring, but like even then, like I love the idea of learning another language too. And in high school, I took Japanese as my foreign language class, and then after the 2 years worth of credits of Japanese I also took Mandarin Chinese for fun. And that was great. I would like to go back and relearn the things that I got taught. It was cool. I keep in touch with my Chinese Mandarin teacher from time to time. I can't keep in touch with my Japanese teacher anymore because she moved to a different district and I only had her email from the high school that I attended to at the time. Since she goes up to a different school now, she doesn't use the same email. But yeah. And sometimes too, I might run into like my Japanese teacher because of, like the multicultural festivals and stuff. Because we like in Texas, we also have like Japanese festivals themselves, so that's pretty cool. Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Dang, that's so.
But I
nice.
will. I was put under a lot of pressure to read it right, but it worked. Like I just like I don't know what more to say.
Yeah.
But math was a big struggle for me. I struggled in math a lot. I'm like I couldn't really do math.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no harm done. Like it usually depends. Like in my case, I was very good in math, The only subject that I had a problem with was history.
Oh, I
Because
excelled in history too. It was like,
ooh,
damn.
I feel like we should have met each other. That I feel like we should have met each other in the past, so that if you're struggling with math, I'm here, and I'm struggling in history, you can help me.
Yeah, because like again, I was a
Mm.
kid. Like at least in America, how they teach it, it's
Mm.
like a lot of memorization, and like a lot of the
Yeah.
because the test is like over like the exact stuff that we were taught. Like, so I would just be able to just do the assignments just fine. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god. When it comes to math word problems though, I struggle the most at those. I like my brain looks at everything and I just like I have an extremely hard time trying to figure out what the first step is. I don't know what the first step is and I'm always like freaking out, especially if on tests. Like word problems on tests is crazy. I only ever had like one or two good math teachers in my entire life. Everyone else was just kind of garbage and didn't really know how to teach me or teach math to my eyes.
Mhm.
But like I have a few great moments. So like in like fifth grade was like my proudest accomplishment for social studies or like history. We were
Ooh.
playing this like show game or whatever. It's like each table is like a country or something or like a government and we were trying like the more questions like when our table got a question right over another table we would like get a point or something. I forget what the points were. I
Oh.
forget what we were representing. I forget what we were winning, to be honest. If it was money or something, I don't know. But like it was my turn. I think I volunteered myself for my table. I don't know, but it was my turn to go up against like another table's team. So it was kind of like a quiz show, I guess, or a game show. And like the
Oh.
social studies teacher, he gave us like one question, or I think he gave us more than one question. Oh yeah, I think he did because I think the first question we both got it right, so he gave us another one, um, or something like that. I don't remember if it was one or two, but it was like this one question. I don't remember what the question was about, but I was so proud of myself because I managed to win. I managed to get the question right, that's only because I wrote down several answers, and I
Oh.
like the question was a question where you had to write three things down, and I probably wrote like 6 or 7 things down. And like,
Oh my
I
god.
only won the question because by like one more word compared to him, by like one more event in history. out, of, out of all the 6 I managed to write the 3 that he wanted down, the other person couldn't. And I was just like, I was just using my memory, like everything we learned. Because I don't know, I was like, everything we learned the past 6 weeks. Oh my god, like the Battle of the Alamo, the Battle of this, I
Oh
don't
my
know, this person's
god.
name. I'm like,
Oh my god. That I
this is
feel like I
already.
can relate to that. Dang. That was fun.
But
Just
yeah,
hearing those
no,
stories.
that made me the happiest thing ever because I didn't think all of the people at my table were expecting me to win at all either. I don't think they were expecting me to get a question right at all, and I managed to get it right. I was so happy.
That's so I'm so happy. At least you were able to answer them all. Even I couldn't
Yeah.
have that kind of I don't have that kind of memory because I have like very small. I have like I'm bad with remembering some specific things. Like if you're gonna let me read a periodic table in science, I wouldn't be able to memorize everything. If same goes with history, but if it's like in a logical sense, like for example math, right? It's gonna be
Yeah.
very difficult if you don't understand how the formulas work. So that's how I was able to actually like understood math. So it's which is just funny
Yeah.
to me because I can understand the formulas in in a mathematical sense, but if it's like memorizing history, no.
I I don't know why. Like
Hmm.
I cannot remember or memorize formulas. Like I'll work my hardest to memorize a formula, but then after that semester's over, after that class is over, it's just like, all that stuff is just completely wiped from my brain.
Yeah.
Like, even if when we move away from that equation, or like we're no longer doing a test on that specific type of equation, after that I just forget it because the teachers don't ever go back on those. I'm just like, yeah, I when I put in the effort in to memorize things, I know I can do it because I passed like my college math classes with like straight 70s, only because I actually attempted to like study and put like the work in it, tried to put effort into it, you know? Because like in high school I got a lot more freedom, a lot more leeway from teachers too. Even if I didn't put a lot of effort in, but I want to say that like I did like in high school I was okay at math. Geometry was like my worst enemy, and I made a deal with my geometry teacher that like if I had passed the final exam with a 70, he would pass me for the entire year because I think I was failing with like a 60 or something. Yeah. So I managed to pass with a 70, and he gave me the grade. So I was like, you know what? I'll take it. Like, a lot of people struggled in that math class too. It wasn't just me. That geometry teacher, I don't know if you've had issues with geometry, but my geometry teacher, so I was in a regular class. This was no advanced class. So I don't know why this teacher was like expecting more from us, but his notes would be like, he would write down a step, he would skip a step, write down a step, and then he would like skip 2 steps and then write down the answer. And I'm just like, a lot, it wasn't just me, a lot of people were just so like, excuse me, what? And then my this math teacher has the audacity to, after he gives us our notes, he goes on his Nintendo Switch and he plays on his Nintendo Switch.
Oh my goodness. This teacher, oh my goodness. I wanna smack them.
And he also streams on Twitch. So
oh my god!
He told us like, oh hey, if you guys ever need help with a math question, come to my Twitch.
This teacher,
I don't know
oh my
if people
god!
ever actually did that, but I felt like some people did.
Yeah, I feel like some people did. If he can like attract those kinds of, dang, that's so smart. Okay.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay.
I will tell you this. The one time I ever really liked a math class in my entire life, it was my junior year. Because I've always had bad teachers, or okay teachers, I guess. Because like I've been able to manage to like pass through classes at least, you know, manageable. I'm sure if I really didn't like some teachers, I probably would have completely failed their course, which almost in geometry, but I'm so glad about that. But like anyway, my junior year math teacher, he was the most hilarious math teacher I've ever met. He had a lot of sassy sarcasm, or like he would trick us. He would trick us a lot. And what I really loved though about his method of teaching was that like this was like kind of like this was like a pre-algebra 2 course. It kind of had like a bit of like geometry and algebra in it, but it was kind of like, it's like kind of like a beginning stone towards algebra 2. I don't know what you want to call it, but he helped me a lot. Like I struggled a lot at the beginning, because I'm not very good at math. And then like this was the time of year, junior year, was like, oh, there was like a bunch of word problems for math. It was all like word problems. There's like a lot of word problems in this math course. And for the longest time, no matter like what equation there was, I was just always bad at word problems. Always in math. Like I could understand like y equals mx plus b at some point, or these math equations at some point, but the moment you start putting words in, my brain just can't take it all at face value. And like this math teacher, he was a blessing upon this planet. I'll tell you that right now. But like he would give us homework every week, and this homework, it would have the exact same word problem. And I think like the first 6 weeks or whatever we're talking about, probably like the word, like the equation would probably sometimes stay the same, but like it like as the year went on, as the months went on, he then like changed like his word problems a bit. Like the word problems would still be the same, but now the equations were going to be different. Like the equations were different every time now, and that helped me so much. Like getting used to understanding these word problems, these exact same word problems, but the equations are different, and then like actually taking the time to like learn the equation, because it's like, of course, it's teaching us these equations like in the class, and then like putting them in like word form, and especially like the same wording format, the same word problem. It just really helps me. And like I was so bad. Like the first 6 weeks, the first like part of the year, I was just like I couldn't do this word problem. And I don't even think he graded us like that. I think he just graded us on the effort that we put into it. Because like
Oh my
I
god.
don't remember like I don't remember ever getting a bad grade. I probably did get bad grades on like the homework, but I don't think they amounted to much. I don't think he like put like a lot of like serious grades on them, because he was a very kind and considerate teacher. He knew the kind of kids that he was working with,
Oh,
and
that's
like
so nice.
yeah, and like over time, I felt like I actually got smarter. I felt like that I learned this. Like I finally understand this word problem. I finally understand how it works. And so like now the challenging part is when he changes the equation. Like it came to a point where like I finally understood it. No, now I need to try to work on these equations and stuff. And it's just like I loved it so much. He was a troll teacher too. He was like, I don't know, but he was also that kind of teacher that would like reward us too, or something. Like he would like pull out a jar of like Reese's peanut butter cups or jelly beans and things like that, and we would play at the beginning of class before class starts. He would play a game with us, being like, whoever can guess how many like whatever jelly beans are in the jar, you get to keep it. Whoever guesses the right amount or closest to it gets to keep it.
Oh, that's
And
so
like those were
nice.
always fun. I actually did manage to like win like a giant jar of like Reese's penis. Reese's pieces.
Oh my
Reese's
god.
pieces.
I let me I'm just happy. Oh my god. That's okay, that's okay.
Reese's pieces are like M&Ms. I
Mhm.
got so
Mhm.
happy, dude. So happy, so very happy. I
Mhm.
think I probably managed to win twice, but like
Mhm.
it's like twice out of the entire year, because this is like you did this all year long. And so I was just happy to even get one of them right. You know, I felt so good that day, man. And you know what? And like even okay, so like even in college and university,
Mhm.
like mainly college, not really university, because those aren't really a focus right now.
Yeah.
But like in
That's
college,
true.
like I had math professors who like I never took calculus before, and this math class that's required for my degree is like, oh, we expect you to do calculus or whatever. Like they don't really teach us how to do it. They just throw us like homework with these problems. So probably like I had the worst math professor. She would like go over how to
Mhm.
teach like 2 or 3 problems, and that was it. The entire homework.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I never taught you to do that on your own. Lol. Like,
What the hell? What will the
um,
that I am very strict on how math teachers are doing the work. Dang.
yeah.
Because
No,
as
I'm just
someone
like,
go go.
sorry, no. Like, okay, it first started out because like math for teachers one,
Mm.
the professor, she would just go over, she or out of like the hour and a half or 2 hours, I don't remember how long the class was, but she the entire class she would just go over how to do like 3 different types of problems. And the homework has way
Oh.
more than that. There's like 20 questions, and there are problems in there that she hasn't gone over. I mean, obviously they're in the book, but like I'm do better like just being taught like in person. Like I can't. And, like I would go to her after class
Class.
hours to like yeah.
Which is a normal
And I'm
thing, so
just like,
nothing wrong.
and these professors sometimes they'll have word problems, and I just have this issue again of like not being able to understand. Like my mind looks at all of it, and my mind's just freaking out. This is so much information in my brain, and I don't know what the first step
Mm.
is. And like in a college setting, you don't really have the time to like learn word problems. You don't really, very short. It's like yeah, you don't get the kind of quality of life that you did in school. It's like all these professors expect you so many things from you too, and it's oh my god, dude, like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like in math for teachers too, that she just kind of like she just left us on our own. Like no, like the very first homework was like 20 or so questions. None of the students knew how to do it, and all whatever she went over in
Mhm.
like her online Zoom session, like no one it was nothing had nothing to do with the homework. Nobody knew how to do it, or even if she did, like if she barely explained it, like nobody knows how to do fucking calculus, like word problems, or no one took these type of classes in school. No one took these type of problems in school. And like when your teaching degree, there's like a lot of like problems like before going into university, like a community college, that involve like probabilities, and like you don't they like big into probabilities, like more complex probability questions, and like high school might teach like show you like a few like small probability questions, but it was never to the intensity that like community college is expecting you to be able to like learn some of these like these probabilities. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, it was intense, dude. Like I
Damn.
barely managed to pass both math for teachers 1 and 2 with just a 70. I got so lucky, but that's only because I just put in like the bit of effort. I put in a bit of effort to study. You know what? It actually paid off.
Yeah, that's true. What
Though
matters is
the final
things.
exam, I cheated.
I think that will be for another time. We don't talk about cheating, but I can understand because I believe I was able to experience cheating, but only once in my life because karma hit hard on me afterwards.
Oh no.
Yeah, I I don't wanna explain what happened after, but
Listen. I'm just gonna
mm,
tell you before I transition that like this was like a live exam, like on Zoom call. Everyone's on a Zoom call. I just had my journal to the side. I had my notes on the side. I was just using my notes. We weren't allowed to use notes. I just secretly had my journal, and I never got
oh,
caught. I was just like, look at my journal. Okay, this is how we do this. Cause like, okay, even in college or like before college, I always had like accommodations where like I was allowed to have notes, and like being in a situation where you're not allowed to have notes, I just couldn't. I just couldn't. No, I needed notes because there's no way. I'm just like I studied
yeah,
enough, but not enough to do without notes. I need my notes.
that
Like
I can
there were
understand.
problems I could do on my own without notes, but
Mm.
like that would be covering me the entire page. Like when I write math, when I write numbers, they're big fucking numbers. Okay, they're giant, they're ginormous. Fill out the entire note page.
Oh my
I'll fill out the
god.
entire thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And hi Elixir. Hello, hello. I think
Hello.
oh my gosh, we've actually been now that I've seen the time, we actually like talked for like 3 hours. Dang, that's a lot. Yeah. But it's still so I think this should be it for the other thing that we want. Like I'm sure both of us wanted to talk a lot more, but
Yeah.
I believe both of us should be resting for now. Especially in your case, I believe it's almost lunch time for your side, and for me,
Oh,
it's gonna
don't
be sleep.
worry.
Yeah. Hmm?
I ate in the middle of stream. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. While in my case, I'll probably rest up and probably work on other things because, like I did mention earlier, that I actually went to a game fest earlier.
Oh yeah, you did. I saw your tweet. This is so awesome.
Yeah,
So fun.
it was. Yeah, I wanted to talk more about that, but probably in a just normal just chatting stream, especially with so many things happening. Like I can tell you, I have so much stuff working on. You'll be surprised on how messy my place
Yeah.
is at the moment. But before
Yeah.
anything else, thank you so much, Donkey, for coming into stream and to talk about so many stuff. So other than like schools, like childhood memories
Yeah.
of school and all, but also like talking about some nostalgic games,
Yeah.
consoles, like the good old days.
Yeah, darn. Like, and no, thank you so much too. It was a pleasure. I had so much fun. I wanna do this again. I wanna talk more about games. I have a lot more to say about video games. My God,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, same here. So before anything else, for those who are new and don't know who Sunflower Donkey is, for you guys to follow, please go check them out. So I'll be showing an old clip, random clip from you so that they will have an idea
Oh
on
my God.
what you usually
Okay.
do.
Oh no.
See,
Oh no. Oh
and
no.
this is the
Oh no.
norm, and
Not
this is
this one.
don't worry, and this is the norm. This is what the model we usually see you as, Donkey. So
Yeah.
those who don't know, please go check their Twitch out. And besides Twitch, they also have a Twitter, so please also check them out. And as for today, I'm so happy that we get to talk a lot. And all those who are in chat, who are still in chat, you guys get to learn more about both of us too. Like, it's a long talk, but it was like one of the best talks that we had. Like, we get to learn a lot, like a lot.
Yeah.
So,
I had so much learning about you. I had so
Yeah.
much fun.
yep, same
Like-
here. I get to learn a lot about you as well. So for
Oh.
now, it's time for us to have a good break for today. Don't worry, I'll make sure to have another podcast. Oh no. Oh no, my phone died. Wait, give me a
Yeah,
second.
wait, what? Oh.
Wait,
no.
don't worry. Give me a second. I should have my
boy.
Fugi. Yeah, don't worry. I'll just go here down right here. I'll just summon my Fugi on stream. Okay.
Right here, right now.
Yeah, give me a second. Where's my Fugi? I know my Fugi's
Oh,
here.
Look
There
at
we
him.
go.
His head's
Wait.
popping
Found
back
it.
there. Look at his
Yeah.
head. Look at him.
Yeah, hello. Yeah,
This is
don't
the
worry.
corner.
Don't worry about me right here. I'm just gonna hide here around my
He's
desk.
hiding.
Yeah, I'll just be big and then I'll hide here with my food. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. I used so much. But again, thank you so much, Donkey, for today. Don't worry, I'll plan another stream for us to be able to have more chats.
Yeah.
And this time anything some a fun, even more fun stuff to come. So for now, it's time for both of us to have a good
Yeah.
break, especially those who are in chat. So let me check first. Is there someone I can rate that I know?
Yeah.
There's
Thank you
actually
so
one.
much.
Yeah. Oh, there. Oh my gosh, I was
Bye,
gonna.
everybody.
Yeah.
Hope you all have a wonderful day too.
Yep, same here. So thank you everyone. So thank you so much and hope you all have a great rest of the morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Bye bye and see you for, I think I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow night. So thank you everyone and see you all next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.